morning. We are live. What is
Good,
up,
because I was
gentlemen?
looking for a book to read while I waited there.
Sorry,
I was looking
No,
for a
it's not
book
like-
to read while I waited for the stream to start.
I fucking that was like 2 minutes. Come on.
You've burnt 2 minutes into your 30 minutes of having me here.
Yeah, I know your time is money, and like where Gareth's concerned, we can't really, the check will be in the post for you. We get 2,500 subscribers.
I'm
So
expecting a check from a scouse.
I don't understand, Gareth. Like we've got a 2.5 subscriber channel in the stream. Where's our 40 viewers? Like, I don't understand. It's like we should have 40 people watching,
We just
45
get
people
40
watching.
devices going downstairs.
Yeah. What is up, guys? It is Friday night. Been a while since I've done a live stream. But it's end of 2023. It's the end of the year, going into 2024. So I thought, what better time to go over what has gone before and what's going to happen in the next 12 months, and who better to have on than these two degenerates. So, although I don't think Gareth will be around for long, but we'll get his opinion on a couple of releases this year. We've got Dave on, obviously.
Ring 2.
We've got Cliff in the chat. What's up, Cliff? 2023 was a real Pfizer of a year. Yes. We've got Philip in the chat. What's up, man? So let's speak to Gareth, because we've got Gareth for a limited time. So let's because you spend most of your life watching VHS tapes in the 1980s. So we don't really get your opinion much on modern movies. So what stood out for you in the year 2023?
Well, I had a look at the list. There's about 600 films released this year.
I did see your YouTube post, and you like 4
Yeah,
films.
I couldn't find more than 10 to say that were good. So, and none of them were horror, I don't think, were they? Oh, was it Totally Killer? That was the only one I liked.
Oh shit, mate!
Has he unplugged himself again?
By the looks of it, he has, yeah.
You're muted.
He'll figure it out eventually.
No, it's the fucking connection and the Blue Yeti is terrible. So
You have to steal a better one.
yeah, I can do that. I go to Birkenhead.
You won't find anything over there, mate.
It's all
Not a
been
good
stolen. So yeah, so what were your 4 movies again? You like Totally Killer? What's up, Swaggy? What's up, man? Yeah. You mentioned Totally Killer in your what were the other 3 movies again?
I can't remember. Mission Impossible. Dead
Oh yeah,
Reckoning,
the Mission Impossible movie.
John Wick 4 and
Fuck that movie.
Extraction 2. So there's a bit of an action thing going, but
Definitely, yes. Sequels. You love your sequels.
that's all I had to offer, wasn't it? Trying to think of an original one.
Well, original IPs in 2023 is a kind of like a rarity, especially.
Well, yes, top horror movies of 2023. What have we got? Thanksgiving, I haven't seen that. Five Nights at Freddy, I haven't heard good things. When Evil Lurks, No One Will Save You. Yeah, Haunting in Venice, I did enjoy that, but it's not really horror, I guess.
I've not seen that movie.
Spooky. It's an murder mystery. The Exorcist Believer, which was bad. I haven't seen Saw X, so I might enjoy that.
That was good.
But I'm not a fan of the Saw franchise in general.
I'm not.
The Nun 2, never got around to watching that, but I think Dave loved that one, didn't he?
Yeah.
What was that one? Sorry.
The Nun 2.
Oh, the Nun 2. Yeah, eventually I did. Yeah, I got around to it.
Pope's Exorcist, I did enjoy that.
Yeah, it was good.
The Boogeyman, I did see that, but it was worth watching once. And then Evil Dead Rise, I didn't enjoy that. Infinity Pool, I never seen it because I can't stand Mia Goth. Oh, there was a Scream film apparently, but
well, we'll get into that when you've gone to bed. So
all right. Cobweb, I saw Cobweb, but was all right for the first half.
Yeah, agreed.
I haven't seen Slaughterhouse. Knock on the Cabin was all right, but it wasn't really a horror film, I don't think. But
no,
I did enjoy Dark Harvest, but I don't think it's going to be a regular Halloween watch. And the Haunted Mansion remake, I didn't see. Or I didn't like the first one. Same with Insidious Red Door, that was meh. Suitable Flesh, I haven't seen, but Wonderful Knife, I didn't watch because Who like that one?
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Pet Cemetery Bloodline.
It's bad.
Pointless one.
It's
Yeah.
fucking shite.
Yeah,
Because now we use awful.
I don't know what
I'll come
yeah.
back to that movie.
Yeah,
Fucking
we'll talk
terrible.
about it in a bit. Yeah,
I didn't see Winnie the Pooh.
No, I didn't.
I did.
Yeah.
I know Dave did.
Yeah.
Dave was doing trailer reviews, fucking reaction reviews, fucking Dave was fucking corpse shagging Winnie the Pooh over a fucking laptop at some point.
It was the longest relationship I've ever had.
Renfield was all right, but
It's got a 2.7 that movie on IMDb.
Yeah.
And I actually trust I trust IMDb a lot more than I trust Rotten Tomatoes.
yes,
A
definitely.
lot
I've
more.
compared the two, and they're not the same. I did enjoy the Meg 2, so I'll probably watch that again.
Oh, that was fucking awful.
You are the only person I've heard say that, Karen.
Literally fucking awful.
I actually liked it better than the first.
Oh no, the first movie is so much better. I've got a list of movies from 2023, and I've got the Meg 2. Literally,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and say. I'm gonna try and say it.
You're going in. Wrath of
Oh.
Becky, that was all right.
Just
but
to
still,
show I'm
it's
not
worth
like I'm not taking the piss. Look, hang on.
That's
Hang
about
on.
it.
Hang on. I don't. This people aren't gonna be able to see this. It's not gonna.
No, it's got to be.
It's
no.
It's showing your search history.
Yeah, it says porn.
Poor-
It's literally the Meg 2 most disappointing film of 2023.
Ooh, that's a. Ooh, yeah.
Well,
Oh, dear.
because the first film was great. I thought the first great film was great. I loved the first Meg film.
First movie's all right. Yeah, I haven't
I
seen
really
Meg
like-
2,
Yeah.
so I can't comment.
Ah.
But
Did you
I
really
haven't
enjoy
heard good things at all, like at all. So it put me off watching it, you know. But I didn't mind the first one. I thought the first one was
It was
decent for what it was.
wasn't it? It's a monster
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed the first movie. I thought that was. But it
Didn't
was like
have
an
a
old.
hard on for the Meg 2 director.
Oh, Ben Wheatley. Well, he has done some really good movies. To be fair, I don't know why. It's just such a strange choice of movie for someone like him.
It
to
was.
make.
I thought, huh?
I
Yeah.
didn't make any sense because he's done like Kill List, Field in England, which is just like this art house sort of like weird.
I believe that's good though.
It's a good movie. It's
Yeah.
weird as fuck. It's nothing like the Meg 2. It's just
There's no giant shark in it. No.
no.
Oh,
It's like
I'm watching that.
it's like mushrooms. You know, fucking chip it out in like the 1600s.
Oh,
It's
right.
not. It's not like fighting a giant shark in like the Pacific Ocean or whatever it is. But
I was entertained.
well, that's the most important thing.
That was the most important for me.
So, what was your most disappointing movies of 2023 then, Gareth? Like, what?
Does it have to be horror?
No.
Okay. Probably Indiana Jones then, because
Yeah.
that's a big fan of the original trilogy.
Yeah,
That
I was.
piss
Oh, well,
poor attempt.
yeah.
Whoa,
I
whoa,
was-
whoa,
I was looking at-
whoa! Quadrilogy. There is a there's a fourth Indiana Jones movie. Now,
No, there isn't.
how dare you ignore the genius of the Shia LaBeouf entry into that franchise?
And then killed off in the
Yeah.
fifth one.
A movie where Harrison Ford is even at that point way too old to be Indiana Jones, and then they thought, "Well, just bring his corpse back for like another film." It's just
The thing is, though, mate, he's not the problem with the movie at
No.
all. He's the best part of that film.
he is,
He really is.
but
The first
They
20
could-
minutes when it's de-aged in Germany is a proper Indiana Jones film.
Yeah, it is.
they could have brought him in to play a smaller role and then introduce like a younger
Ooh.
character. You know, at somebody
Oh.
who just.
Well, they did try.
Yeah,
I'm talking about, you know, I'm talking about a Chris Pratt. I just want to see Chris Pratt as Indiana Jones. Is that too much to ask? Really?
Is he too old now?
But that's the
Well,
problem
it's
now,
not.
isn't it?
Not if the fucking casting Harrison Ford as him. No.
To be
Doing
fair,
a
though,
trilogy might be.
even in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, I knew he was in his late 60s then, but he didn't look too bad. To be fair, I don't think he looked bad. I know he's old. I know he's like in his 80s, but I didn't think he looked bad in the movie. He didn't
Yeah.
embarrass himself, and he did try to like play to his age. He did ish
He
sometimes.
is sitting down for all the action scenes if you watch them, though.
Yeah, you know, he does jump from like car to car and stuff like that. When it suits him, they stick to his age, like, you know what I mean. But yeah, he was not the issue with that movie at all. It was
that jungle scene where it went south.
Yeah. But I agree with you, Gareth. Indiana Jones was probably my biggest disappointment of this year as well. Yeah. Even though I didn't think it was as bad as what a lot of people thought. I thought it was okay. Like, I walked out of it going, yeah, it was okay, but you shouldn't walk out of an Indiana Jones movie like that. Yeah. It was better than when I walked out of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, though. I will say that. I did have a better reaction.
Weren't kicking cats and dogs.
No, we're kicking cats and slapping kids. No.
That wasn't the only. There was something else this year, wasn't it, that they brought back? Which is just flopped.
The
hard.
Flash.
Well,
I quite liked. I like the Flash though. I'm in the camp.
I like the Flash in the cinema. It wasn't so
I
good
enjoyed
on the
it.
second watch.
Yeah, I haven't watched it the second time. Just watched it the first at the cinema. Yeah.
But, yeah.
What's up, Gary North? Either
Oh,
one of your subscribers or what? Is Gary a new? Sorry, is Gary a new subscriber to me, or is he somebody who follows you guys? Because I've never seen Gary. What's up, Gary?
I'm not too sure, but I love the profile pic.
Yeah.
I might have to go offline for a minute.
Gary, if you're a new sub, Gary, welcome. If you sub to Dave or Gareth beforehand,
hello, Gary.
What were you doing? Now you're over. Now you've come up to
You're in trouble now.
You had the proper side of YouTube now.
What's up, man? What's up, Dan? What's
up, Dan? Short round back to be in. I'm doing better.
We're going to try and fit as much Gareth in as we can for the next 20 minutes or whatever we got him for. But it was 2020. Yeah, it is a question for you. It was 2023, like not like literally, but was it like the beginning of the death of the superhero movie? I think so. Is this like the beginning? Well, is this the beginning of the end now? In terms of box office, it's just failing, constantly failing now, and they're not making money. They're costing too much. The breaking even, or they're barely making any money, or they're losing money. Is this it's a slippery slope now, where we're just going to see because everything has a shelf life. In the 60s and the 50s, westerns were like getting churned out non-stop, and then in the 70s that all ended like sharp, and it was more like meant to gangster and became a lot more urban. If things come and go, don't they? Things, and I think we're seeing the end now of the gravy train of the superhero movies.
If a really good one came out like next month in January, it wouldn't do as well because everyone's fed up and not going to go and see it, and then wait to rent it.
I also feel like Disney haven't helped with it neither. I've got to be on, like, with all the Marvel stuff is just
shit,
awful. You know what I mean? Even though like the DC one is ended now,
but they're starting again with more.
They are. I'm the thing is with that one though, Mike. I'm kind of intrigued to where that goes with James Gunn.
But they've kind of like crossed. He's not ended it sharply and then going to start afresh. They've kind of like, it's kind of like going to cross over with some of the shit they've got going on now into the new stuff instead of just like a ending. Aquaman 2 maybe should just been like never released a movie and then just never release any and just I mean it's just DC has been a fucking disaster from day one. There's been no continuity.
Yeah.
The one thing about Marvel they had was continuity, right from the get-go. Even up as shit it is now, they've had continuity. DC has just been like this mishmash of all these. I mean, how many Jokers has there been in the last 15 years? There's been about four Jokers, is there? Or
something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you're getting close, mate. Yeah, it probably is.
15 years, yeah.
And you've got another Joker movie out this year, 2024, I should say.
I don't think that's going to make $1 billion again.
No, I think that's. I don't know. Is it Joaquin Phoenix again?
Yeah.
But like, what's the
first one's not a fun watch?
Have we got a plot? Have we got a plot?
Apparently, I don't know. Maybe there is. I haven't seen it, but apparently, I've heard it's a musical.
I don't know how much of it's a musical, or if it's just a bit of it where he's in an institution or something and he's dreaming or something.
Because Lady Gaga's cast as Harley Quinn, isn't she?
Yeah. That works, to be fair. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, she seems nuts anyway, so yeah.
Hopefully she looks fit in there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
Jay's got a-
dear God.
Jay's got a hot take there.
she's all right, man.
She's. Are you
Well,
drunk, Jay?
Jay does not speak for my channel.
Well, fuck me. If you've seen the new, if you've seen the new Doctor Who, it's probably where he's coming from.
Luckily
No,
not.
No,
Doctor Who-
I'm not a fan
No,
of
I've not
Doctor Who.
watched any of the last
Yeah,
many
Doctor
years.
Doctor Who's in a skirt now. So literally, or is it a kilt?
I was going to say it's probably a kilt.
Yeah, but they're not.
Designer
Yeah.
kilt.
Dan says the problem with Marvel
Yeah.
is I have to watch 20 movies and 30
Yeah,
TV. Yeah,
that's
that's
it.
What was that for
That's
the
it.
Marvels? Was it 3
I don't-
TV shows, 1
Yeah,
movie?
yeah, it's
Just to
ridiculous.
catch up.
don't have the
But-
time for it at all.
Okay, like listen, I've just got to go and get my pizza. I'll be 2 minutes. So you-
We'll just riff it till you get back, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, I might be here.
He might just leave me on my own. No, but he's right. What Daniel's right.
Gaming.
But Daniel's right in what he's saying, though. I mean, I remember when a Marvel movie was an offense at the cinema.
Yeah.
You know, and everyone looked forward to go and see what was like the next kind of evolution of that story, but like the bigger overall picture.
Yeah.
And now you like he says, you've got to watch a TV show that will probably connect to the next movie. You've got to watch it.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
the
just
ending
can't be
will
asked
be
for that.
spin off into something else that's you've supposed to have mentioned and or seen or know about.
Exactly. Whereas they had it right before when the Netflix series had like Daredevil and Punisher and all that. It
Yeah.
wasn't connected to the main movies, but it was part of that same world. That's
Yeah, it
fine.
mentioned stuff happening, and then
Yeah,
that was about it.
and the difference was as well. Them shows were really good. I thought.
Yeah.
Like I loved the Daredevil show on Netflix. It was one of my favorite shows.
But it's coming back.
Yeah, but it's gonna.
Well, they say they're changing it from the disaster it was, but I don't think it's going to be anything Netflix close, is it? In quality.
Well, like no.
The last time I
don't-
saw him was doing a walk of shame in She-Hulk.
I didn't even watch any of She-Hulk. Mate.
I
I
didn't
think I
watch it.
remember doing a She-Hulk rant video, and that was based on the trailer. It wasn't even based on me watching the show whatsoever. Was it bad? Was it as bad as?
I didn't watch it. I just watched
No,
other people's reaction. Well, that looks nice.
Okay. Oh, what kind of pizza's that you got?
Don't let the dog have it.
Chicago town.
Very nice.
Was posh. Been to Iceland, has he?
That's why Scousers go to Iceland.
To get the pizza.
Because the doors don't shut properly.
We're not paying Domino's prices. You're joking.
It's damn right.
Have you been talking about the chat's talked about Rebel Moon? Have you been talking about Rebel Moon?
Oh
No,
no,
we'll just
no,
get
I
to
haven't.
I've not seen
okay.
it yet.
I haven't watched
I
it.
was going to watch it, but I haven't had time.
Yeah, it's had
Okay, yeah,
really
so
it's had some pretty bad reviews, like, but I mean,
I think it's because it's was a Star Wars film that's now not a Star Wars film, and
if Disney are rejecting it, like, how bad was the script? That's all I can say. Or maybe it was like a decent script, and Disney thought, "Oh no, hang on."
well, that's what the thing is. It does
It
have a
wasn't woke
female-
enough.
Yeah.
It does have a female hero. There's
Have we got no? You mean to tell me there's no transgender people in this movie? Ah, fuck that, baby. We're not going there. You can take your transphobic piece of shit and go somewhere else.
But
seen
Sni-
Netflix, so good.
but the thing as well with Snyder, the critics are never like. He's never been like fond of him anyway. Really, when you look back at his work, he always kind of, maybe only a couple of movies he's had like really positive reviews with. The rest of them,
Yeah, he's never had a good review.
no.
Trying to think back, I think that's 300 was the only one that.
I think Dawn of the
Yes.
Dead was received quite well. And
Oh yes,
then I'd probably say 300 maybe, and is Justice League that he
Watchmen.
was finally able to put out. Maybe Watchmen, I don't know, I'm not too sure.
yeah, I think, and then it just went. What was
Yeah.
the one he wrote himself?
Oh, it wasn't Sucker Punch, was it?
Yes,
That one. That is bad though. To be fair.
please.
But
please
I
just
always
like-
thought, I always thought the critics were quite harsh on Man of Steel as well, because I think it's a
I
great
like that
Superman. Yeah, I
I would
like
have
it.
liked the second one, proper one,
Yeah.
instead of without Batman.
Same. But I
I
thought the
wasn't-
critics were very harsh on Man of Steel. Very harsh.
Yeah, I kind of wonder, like, if Superman had been a Marvel property, how they would have did that character. You know,
Mm,
how it would have probably been handled a lot better.
you're not
In,
wrong.
in the between 2008 and 2019, anyway, but maybe not after 2020 going forward. They probably would have killed the character, but
Yeah.
when Marvel was like operating under separate from Disney, they probably would have handled the Superman character really well, but yeah, far better than what you know. Who was running DC in 20? Who's
Lots of
that?
people.
Is it
Yeah,
Warner
there was
Brothers?
no one person, was there?
No, but mate, is it Warner Brothers who are like the over?
Hmm.
It's
the
Warner
Warner's owned it.
Warner
Yeah,
Brothers are James Gunn is like the Kevin Feige of DC
Ah.
now.
Now he is, isn't he? But
Yeah.
people don't like that.
No.
This is not the best
Which-
either.
Which I'm going to give him. I'm going to give him a chance. I'm going to be slightly hopeful he can pull it off.
Yeah, it is. That's basically Battle Beyond the Stars, where one person goes around to find other heroes to help her battle the bad guys.
I mean,
With
I get James Gunn. Like at the end of the day, for what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm prepared to give him a chance. Compared to like Taika
Yeah.
Waititi's like fucking atrocious.
Oh,
That-
it was shocking.
That Love and
everything.
Thunder was fucking atrocious.
Yeah. I eventually watched that. It's only one of the new ones I even bothered, and God, yeah.
yeah,
And I love
but-
Ragnarok as well. It was like one of my favorite Marvel ones, but I don't even know what. Yeah, I can't even tell you what. the
Oh
hell
yeah,
that
what we
movie
had
is.
this year? The Marvels,
Yeah,
Quantumania, and Thor, wasn't it? And they were all terrible. I
I've
haven't even
not-
seen the Marvels.
I've not seen.
I haven't seen Captain Marvel.
I've not
or-
seen. I've not seen Quantum Mania. I've not seen Marvels.
I haven't bothered.
No,
No.
Guardians wasn't. my
Oh
cup of
God,
tea.
no, Guardians. Guardians was shit.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. I thought,
yeah,
sod that raccoon, string it up and electrocute it,
yeah.
cook it up.
Yeah, I still haven't even seen Guardians Volume 3 yet. I've just got no interest in it anymore. And this is coming from someone I was really into it. Like I say, like every Marvel movie was an event. I really enjoyed going to see it.
Yeah.
And I got excited about the story, like the whole Thanos storyline, the way it ended up at Infinity War and Endgame. I think for me, they just hit their peak at Endgame, and it's been
Yeah,
so difficult to get to that kind of level.
yeah. I used to go opening Thursday
know.
night before it got busy, and then
Yeah.
it was only Endgame and No Way Home.
Yeah.
The two packed.
Well, the problem
No.
is with the MCU is like they spent like 10 years going towards that final
Yeah,
with
that's
Endgame with established, or people with superheroes who people either knew really well or were kind of vaguely aware of, like Iron Man, but really knew Captain America, really knew like Hulk and Spider-Man. Going into like phase 4, whatever it was, they were trying to like instantly set up like this big bad and like this everything's epic, everything's like on a grand scale. And
Multiverses.
with characters we didn't give a fuck about, like that that Eternals movie. Like who the fuck? Who are
yeah,
those?
I saw
who-
that in the cinema. I thought, what the?
They're like
That-
people who are like more powerful than Thanos, but we don't give a shit about them because we don't know who they are.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just pointless. Nobody cares anymore.
And this
So-
whole Kang finger's blown up in the face now, wasn't it?
well, yeah, yeah.
Even if he
Maybe-
was, he wasn't arrested or whatever he is, but he would. No one was interested in him because he's just been defeated by ants in Ant-Man, Loki in Loki, and then whatever the next one was. He's just so easy to defeat.
Yeah. Was he supposed to be like worse than Thanos or something? Or
Yeah, because there's millions of him, but
Right.
then each one is supposed to be impossible to kill. But they've killed 2 or 3 versions of him.
3 of them
already.
already. Right, okay.
if you create if you bring out this like sort of like antagonist who's like got millions of variations, where's the sort of like for a threat in a movie to be like
Yeah.
taken seriously? There's got to be like a chance of like defeat, and if it's just like an impossibility, it just takes away any sort of real life sort of like You know what I mean? It's just like
No,
what's
I get
po-
you.
What's the
It's like
point?
the
You
Matrix
know what I mean?
2 and all the
Yeah.
Agent Smiths come
Yeah, what's
Like
the point?
100
Yeah.
Agent Smiths running in and everything. Yeah, yeah,
fighting them
yeah.
all off.
Even
And
though
then
that was a cool scene, by the way, though.
yeah, plus the Burly Brawl. It's cool
Yeah.
music as well, but
Yeah.
hasn't aged
But,
well, visibly.
But yeah, I agree with you. But hey, isn't he easy to recast now? If they
Was
do.
it Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder.
Oh, brilliant. That would be great, wouldn't it?
They'd make a mint if they did that.
It would be so funny. What was that? What was his character's name in it? Like, what was the actor's name? Like Lazarus or something?
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't remember. Yeah. Oh, that would be so good.
Kurt Lazarus, or is it? Yeah.
I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah.
Have you done a watch along for Tropic Thunder?
No, I haven't yet.
No.
I gotta check if I've got it. I think I got it on DVD.
Yeah, I've got it on Blu-ray somewhere.
I'm trying to work out if I could fit Robert Downey Jr. into one of your monthly sort of like how would that work?
He hasn't actually done that much. 'Cause I've done
Robert-
Kiss Kiss
Rob-
Bang Bang
Rob-
last month.
Robert Downey Jr. I don't know.
Oh God.
Next year now.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was very well done. Too late though. I've only done Weird Science. I've done Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I think there's only Tropic Thunder left, really.
Yeah. Or Due Date.
from-
That was okay.
Which one? Nah,
Due Date.
the rip off. But yeah, it was alright. And then was it? Oh, there's only the Iron Man films. Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't pay for anything this year from Marvel.
No, no, at all. And they've only got one movie out released, and which I will go and watch, is Deadpool 3. I will check that one out.
Well, yes, we'll see about that one, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, well now Disney are involved, so
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see. Like,
That's
where
why.
they-
That's why I want to see it,
If
just
he's
to
off
see.
the hook,
if he doesn't riff, like in like if he doesn't look at the camera and like take the piss out of Disney,
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, this movie is they've
yeah,
sold
you'll
out.
know
They've
if he
sold out.
slates Disney, whether
Because
it's
he
how good
absolutely
it's gonna be.
needs to like just take the piss out of Disney in
Yeah.
character, looking at the camera.
yeah.
And if
They
he
live
doesn't
in
do
box.
if he doesn't do that, then they've sold out.
Yeah.
Really have, because everybody's going to be thinking it. You know what I mean? So it's like he's taking the piss out of the X-Men, you know, in both films. So it's like to not mention Disney taking over the franchise, it's just going to be like, oh, come on. He needs to say something.
I think there's going to be something in there like that. I do. I think. Well, but we'll see.
I just love him to turn to the camera and say, you know, I can't. Oh, Disney own me now. I can't believe you haven't turned me into a woman. Just something like that. You know,
Jesus
just-
Christ.
that would be so good though if he did that. That would be so good.
I don't think they'd allow anything like that. But you never know.
Yeah, they never know. They might just do
Yeah.
the money.
Yeah. What was I going to try and throw a Hail Mary? Do you know what? I hope they don't.
He
Don't
wouldn't
don't bring him back, because the way he left, the way he went out was pit. Just leave it like that,
Yeah.
because it would cheapen that if they just
How,
brought
yeah,
him
how
back.
many times they brought other people back? It's just
Yeah,
killed off.
yeah. Leave him alone.
Right, I'm gonna go. I've had your
Okay.
30 minutes.
Is it midnight by any chance? Yep.
It is.
2 minutes past.
Ah, shit, I'm late.
We got 2 minutes longer than we expected.
You're turning
Yeah.
into a pumpkin soon, Gareth. Quick, hurry up.
Oh. All right, take care. If I don't see
you
you
later,
beforehand,
buddy.
Happy New Year, gentlemen.
You too, mate.
We too, mate. See you like that.
Oh, pizza looks good. I'm hungry now. Bye.
Right.
See you later, mate. Bye.
Oh god. Okay, now Dad's gone. Can have some fun. So we're gonna have to talk about some of the movies now, because he was reeling off like a load of movies there. It was just like fucking dogs barking. He's reeling off a load of movies there, which is like I can't really say much yet because we'll go into that, you know.
We're diving into it. Yeah, yeah.
So basically the point of this, you know, obviously end of the year.
Yeah.
Going through a few of the movies that we really enjoyed, you know, horror, but mainly horror related, but you know, we can always throw in a few others.
Yeah.
For, you know, whatever floats your boat. But in terms of like what was good this year and what was bad, you know, I'm not gonna like there's no lists. There's no like, oh, I've got me five best, me 5 worst. Literally just going through what some of the movies I watched. Some of them I hated, some of them I liked, some of them didn't give a shit about.
Mm.
You know, and obviously, you know, what I think I'll do is I'll name one. You can name one, and we'll just talk about it. So I
Yeah,
think we'll start off
crack
with
on.
the obvious. Start off with The Office. Arguably the biggest horror movie of 2023. Only because of like in terms of like value, name value, and all that. Scream 6. Thought the film was pretty bang average. Wasn't impressed at all. Thought it was a big step down from 5, but you know, I mean, you know, what's your opinions? I thought I didn't like the New York setting at all. I thought it just took away any sort of threat Ghostface has. I thought it was unrealistic that Ghostface could be like a threat in a fucking city of like 9 million people, whatever it is. So I just kind of took me out the movie. I much prefer a small town setting for the Scream movie. So, or a college, you know.
Yeah.
You know, what's your opinion?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much in agreement with you, mate. I overall didn't particularly enjoy it. There were elements of it I did enjoy and I quite liked. I enjoyed the beginning of it. I thought it was one of the best openings Scream movies done because I didn't expect it for what they did. So I kind of enjoyed that, and I was like, right, okay, and I was like pretty much on board for it. But I agree with you, man. I just thought the New York setting just took something away from it. It diminished it for me. It didn't improve on it at all. So I think if they're going to do another Scream, they need to go back to the roots. I feel like you say, back to the small town environment, or like you say, like a college environment, because we've got like a soft spot for horror movies like that.
Yeah,
I do anyway. I like, you know, a small setting, an intimate setting works better for me.
Majority of slasher movies are intentionally set in like it's a college, it's a small town. You know, it's very rarely set in an urban environment where there's a lot of potential for like other people to get involved in what's going on because it makes it unrealistic.
Yeah,
especially in a modern day setting with like Melbo, you know, smartphones and CCTV everywhere. It just doesn't. And you're thinking, how the fuck? It's like the scene with the in like the 7-Eleven store, you know, with the shootings. Like, how the fuck does that occur in a city like New York with, and then they can just disappear? It's just like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I suppose they kind of made, well, spoiler alert for anyone that hasn't seen it now. I'm going to reveal.
That's for Gareth, by the way.
I was going to reveal who the killer is, but I think they're going to probably use the excuse that it was a copper, that they could probably wipe, like he could get away with certain things, as loosely as that is, right? So I'm going to go with that one. Maybe the whole kind of, I didn't mind Ghostface, like the killer in this one. Like Ghostface is always brutal, but I thought he was like really brutal in this, which I quite enjoyed. But the reveal of Ghostface and why I rolled the fucking eyes into the back of my head. Because I don't know why. I was just expecting something more. Like something more intimate, something more maybe from the past Screams. You know, and it turned out to be, I'm his dad from the killer from the last one. And this is his brother or sister or whoever. I just thought, really? Is that it?
And moving to like 3 killers as well. It's just like, come on.
I know. I just the whole thing ultimately disappointed me in the end. So when it's come to like a Scream 7, I still would have gone to watch it. I mean, even if it's still happening, Christ, I don't know. I mean, that film's falling apart.
Well, the thing is though, that's the thing though. It's like I'll reach out to Dan in the chat because Dan's, you know, pretty much on up to, you know, he knows a lot of the shit that like we don't. In terms of like what the fuck's going on with the Scream 7? Is it like obviously what a name escapes me, he's been sacked. Fucking what's her name again?
Oh, Melissa
Barrera, is it? Yeah. So she's gone. So like I mean, she's like the main character of the movie. It's not like it's not like she's a side character. If it had been Chad or Mindy, you could have explained their, you know, not being in the movie. But like she's like front and center, like more even more so than fucking
Jenna Ortega.
So,
well, she's not in it anymore.
Yeah, well,
gone.
she's so how are they going to like go forward with the next movie? Like, it was definitely it was penciled in for a 2024 release.
Yeah, it's not happening.
That's not going to happen now. There's no
No.
way. That's going to be 2025. Now,
Yeah.
this could be a blessing in disguise, really, because it could signal Neve Campbell's return.
Well, it could do, but they've lost the director now. He's walked off.
Well, I mean,
So it's a mess, mate. You are right. I did the only route they can go now, really, for me, is they've got to go crawling back to Neve Campbell. Crawling back. And
Yeah.
pay the woman what she's worth. You know what I mean?
Time and time again, the Scream franchise outperforms its box office. You know, and when
Mm.
you look at the way a lot of like these so-called big budget movies, you know, these like MCU movies, the DC movies, which barely, you know, break even.
Yeah.
The Scream movies always do significantly well at the
Oh,
box
yeah.
office. You know, they more than make the money, and so
Yeah.
just go to Neve Campbell and just, you know, give her the money, give her what she's worth. And, you know, if you've losing Jenna Ortega, you know, Barrera, Melissa, Michelle, whatever her name is,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, come on, like Courtney Cox by herself is not going to sell that movie.
No.
And I mean,
No.
I literally think Courtney Cox, maybe that was a movie too far. The last movie as well. I mean, it's like the way not killing her off in that movie just seemed a little bit desperate.
Well, I thought she was. There was one point in that movie, mate. I thought she was a goner,
Yeah.
and I wanted her to be as well. I thought, yes, kill her off.
Yeah.
Like, you know, start getting rid of these, like, what did you call them, like legendary characters or whatever, like
legacy characters.
legacy. Sorry, yeah, like just
you've got
chip
new
away at
legacy.
them.
You've got new legacy characters now.
Exactly.
So you've got
who have been established now, and the fans. Well, most of the fans, I think, like, you know, started like root for them. I know there's some that don't, and there always will be, and I get that. I understand that, but I think for the most part, people were enjoying the new characters and moving forward with them.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking mess, mate. You know, and for me, it's a mess that didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you know, but yeah, fucking who am I to say? But I'll be honest with you, mate. I probably don't think we will even get a Scream 7, and I don't think it'll happen anytime soon, unless someone else picks it up and decides to bring them all back and move forward. Who knows? Or they go back on it themselves and try. But then, do they want to go back?
They may just repeat the whole thing. I mean, this is a franchise now which is 27 years in,
and it's still very profitable as well.
And it's never had any sort of reboot or like you know, it's been a continuation, really. You know, it's been with the same successive. It's been a continuation rather than any sort of like reboot or requel. You know what I mean.
I get you. Mate,
So really, this is an ideal time for them to just go back to basics and just maybe take things back to the beginning and do something new. I don't know.
I don't know. I think the card that they've got now is go to Neve Campbell. That's probably maybe the saving grace for fans. If she officially signed on, there might be a bit of hope.
What they could do is they could do something along the lines of like a bit of they could bring her back as a kind of like a Dr. Loomis type character. You know, someone who like knows the threat of Ghostface and comes back, bring it back to Woodsboro, and, you know, have her as, you know, that sort of like Loomis type character who's you know, knows what is, you know, knows the score a bunch of like dumb teens and like cops who are out the depth who don't know what's going on. It's just like kind of that voice of reason.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know where they're going to go with this.
No. Same.
Yeah. Jay says they need to bring Neve Campbell back.
Yeah, I think
Dan says that's be a new story. Chris says hopefully they'll scrap it.
It's too profitable for them to just scrap it. It makes money.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Yeah. That would be better. That'd be more entertaining.
Yeah, it would be.
Scooby-Doo. Neve Campbell gains weight and starts randomly using a British accent.
Brilliant.
I Okay, so we've covered Scream 6 and 7. So throw me one of your highlights of not highlight, low light, mid light. Throw me a movie
Oh.
that you enjoyed over the last 12 months.
Oh, enjoyed. All right. I was going to go with not enjoyed first. Well, I'll go with
You
enjoyed.
can do. You don't have to.
No,
Whatever.
I'll get the best out the way first, and then we'll dive into the shit. Do you know the one that I really enjoyed this year and surprised me a lot was Saw 10.
Yeah.
Because I was
Definitely.
like you, mate. I watched the first. I loved the trilogy, the first three of Saw, especially the first one. Big fan of the second one, and I quite like the third one. It's weaker than the first two, but ultimately, I think it's a very solid trilogy of movies.
Yeah.
And I remember going to watch Saw 4, and I didn't like it at all. Wasn't a fan of it. I think I watched Saw 5. I think. But then I stopped after I just completely lost interest. Once Jigsaw was kind of like gone.
Yeah.
I know they still used him in the other or whatever, but once he was gone as a character, for me, Saw just lost interest. I didn't care. And then when I heard about Saw 10 being set between Saw 1 and Saw 2, I thought, well, that's interesting. And then hearing that Jigsaw was going to be the main character, to me, that was so obvious. Like, why did they not do that before this movie? He's the most interesting character they've got.
Yeah.
It baffled me. So anyway, and then I watched the trailer, enjoyed the trailer, and I thought, right, you know what? I'm going to dive back into this world. I'm actually going to check this out. I'm going to go to the cinema and watch it. And I went with no expectations. I was just excited to see it. Didn't know what I was expecting or whatever. And I walked out of that movie, mate. I was like, that is one of the best films I've seen this year.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
I totally agree with you. That was my biggest highlight. I mean, biggest surprise of 2023, really, because like I watched the first 3 Saw movies. I love 1, love 2, 3, not so much, but it still stands up.
It's decent.
And then I checked out. I didn't watch a single Saw movie after 3. I left it. I thought I'm done. I don't need to see a 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
And I've not even seen Spiral.
No, I haven't either, mate.
And when they announced Saw 10 or X, whatever you want to call it, and when he said it was going to be set between 1 and 2, I immediately thought, "Oh, I'm down for that."
Yeah.
So checked it out, and I was blown away by how good it was. Because it puts Jigsaw, puts Tobin Bell in an element where you feel sorry for him.
You root for the guy.
You see him getting taken advantage of and losing money, and the way the good thing about the movie is it puts him in a position where he looks like a bit of an arsehole because you see this human element to him, and then you see the trap set up, and you see people who aren't nice people, but a couple of them are a complete twats, but a couple of the people who work for the blonde Norwegian woman, they survive. To be fair, they do survive, but they seem like they were decent people. Now, they may not have survived that, and he would have been responsible for their deaths. And he's you're thinking, well,
it's very much a grey area, isn't it?
Yeah, because you want to root for Jigsaw, but at the same time, some of the people involved in the scam come across as like I say, people who've been taken advantage of. They're in Mexico. This rich Norwegian woman's come in, probably offered them a bucket load of cash to get involved in the scam.
Yeah,
like they could have families they want to feed. Jigsaw, does he know the backstory of these people?
He probably doesn't. But in Jigsaw's head, it's like a moral compass, isn't it? It's like you shouldn't be doing it anyway. I get what you mean. I understand, because I thought the same. It was with I forget. It was with the woman, I think. It was the one where she was getting, was it the heat to her face?
Yeah.
I thought that was a bit harsh on it. I was like, oh, come on, but yeah, I was the same. But the other people, man, oh, fucking torture them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? They were scum, absolute scum. And also, what I loved about it, I thought Tobin Bell, I thought his performance was brilliant in this.
It was. Yeah.
You know, if you could just take out your head the fact that he's clearly 20 years older. He looks 20 years older
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
than what he did in, like, you know, the first couple of Saw
Yeah.
movies. If you could just forget about that, like, it's fine. I thought it. Honest to God, man, I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was up there. The first one's still my favorite. The first two, but for me, Saw 10 is right up there with them.
Yeah, I put it behind the first one. I think
Yeah.
it's just like, I don't know, because the first movie's got that sort of surprise element, you know, which
Yeah.
you're not like, what the hell's this? You're not expecting it, and certainly the last 5 minutes, you're just like jaw on the floor.
Oh, mate, I remember going to the cinema to watch the first Saw, and it was a pretty packed house as well. It was pretty busy, and I remember that moment at the end where the body gets up and it's Jigsaw, that dead body that's been there, and the whole crowd just gasped, and I mean the whole crowd, and they just went, "No fucking way!" And it was one of the best cinema experiences I've ever had. You know, sat there with an audience, and I was just sat there open mouth, just going, "Fucking hell!" Like, you just never would have guessed that at all.
Yeah, I mean, and this
Brilliant.
and that's 2004. So
Yeah,
the internet was still, a lot of people going into that movie weren't probably aware of, like,
didn't have a clue.
you know, in 2023, if that movie had dropped now, I think half the audience would be like, sort of like knowing what was going. You know what I mean? But it's
And
like,
the thing is, as well, mate, that film just cost like $1 million.
yeah,
Or maybe a little bit more. That was it.
yeah.
It was
I mean,
basically just two actors in a fucking one room, wasn't it? For the most part.
Yeah.
Oh, it was outstanding, mate. It was so fucking well done. So well done.
So I think we covered Saw X. A movie I would say was like I covered most disappointing film, Meg 2. Yeah, what a pile of shit that was. And a movie that, like, I kind of like wasn't expecting to be as good as what it was would probably be The Wrath of Becky. I don't know if you saw Wrath of Becky.
No, I haven't. It's no, I didn't. It's on my list to do. It's on my list to check out.
Yeah, it's if you've seen the first movie from like 4 or 5 years ago,
Right.
I can't remember. Not great, kind of like slightly annoying. It's a solid movie, but the character of Becky, who's like kind of like this anti-hero who kind of goes up against the bad guys, who's led by Kevin James. He's like this neo-Nazi sort of like, he's going with his gang, and like they terrorize her and her family. She's really annoying in that film, and she kind of plays it serious. And we're meant to take it seriously that like this like 12-year-old girl can overpower a bunch of like, you know, 6'4" like, you know, combat trained fellas. It's a bit ridiculous, but this movie is kind of like very lighthearted. They not lighthearted in the way of, you know, it's like, you know, like some sort of like rom-com. There's a lot of gore, you know, there's a lot of violence, but it pokes fun of itself. It's like they're well aware of like the character they've created, and I think they kind of like celebrate the fact that now that it is a bit ridiculous that this young girl can do all these crazy things. So they just go completely OTT with it.
Balls to the wall with it.
Yeah, it's balls to the wall. And they kind of like acknowledge, yeah, this is stupid. We know this is stupid. Like, as if this little girl could do all this shit. And it's got Sean William Scott as well.
All right,
You know,
okay.
So he plays like this, like, you know, far right sort of like nut job in like this cabin in the woods in the middle of nowhere. And he's got his hench, you know. It's just a fun, stupid, dumb movie. Doesn't take itself too seriously, which is what the first movie should have done.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. So yeah, definitely, I highly recommend Wrath of Becky.
Yeah, well, I need to check the first one out as well, mate. Because I know you spoke to me about it before. I'm sure on one of these streams. Because I didn't know anything about it, Becky. So I need to watch them both. I will do at some point.
Have you got anything else?
I'm trying to think what I got. I really enjoyed. I know you're not a fan of the Evil Dead. I don't think you enjoyed Evil Dead Rise, did you?
Oh,
Or did you watch it?
no. I actually did. I did enjoy
Oh,
it.
you did? Yeah.
It's on
All
my
right.
list. Yeah.
All right, okay, no worries. Yeah, I thought they hit a home run with this one. I really enjoyed it, and I love the fact how it's gone down. It's kind of gone back to its roots a bit. It's gone like proper back to kind of like its horror, which the first one was, the original first one. I just think they keep getting better and better with these new ones. I know there's only been 2 of them. Bruce Campbell said like he's hoping to get like more out more consistently. But if they keep on doing it the way they're going, mate, I can't wait to see more Evil Dead movies. And I think each one is basically just going to follow the book. So the book is going to be in different kind of places, different scenarios and stuff like that. So each movie is going to be different. It's not like a story that you're going to have to follow, which
Yeah.
I really don't mind with that. Make each movie different. Just wherever the Necronomicon is, that was easy for me to say. Wherever the Book of the Dead is, I'll just say that. There's your movie, there's your story. Just crack on with that.
I mean, I
And,
love the thing about like I loved about Evil Dead Rise is it's like it is like a horror movie, but you know what does horror mean? It's like it is horrific in element, you know, in play. It is like really nasty, you know, part of the movie, like a real.
oh, it's
You know,
brutal as hell.
Yeah, what I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It's in a way that like this. I mean, I love Saw X, but a lot of the gore is kind of like it feels a bit. Even though it's very very brutal, it feels almost a bit like the traps feel very comical in a way. Some of the elements in Evil Dead Rise really feel like nasty, just like you're just like oh
it's the cheese grater part on the leg.
yeah.
Oh my god,
because that's something that like you know it's just
that's horrible.
we've all got a cheese grater at home. Like I haven't got a trap at home which like boils my face and like fucking, you know, chops my head off. You know what I mean? It's just like it's
yeah. We've all got a cheese grater though.
yeah. So you can just imagine the fucking
yeah, and that's the thing with Deadites, mate. You know they'll use anything to inflict pain on you. You know, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really did. I thought it would have been like a little bit more like kind of Demons 2. If you've ever seen Demons 2, where I thought it'd be like, I in my mind, it was like Deadites running around like an apartment block kind of thing and like that, which I would have loved to have seen that. I think that would have been fucking a lot of fun. But I like what the movie gave us. And I enjoyed the ending of it and everything. I thought like when they all kind of combined together, I thought was a cool, you'd never seen that before.
Yeah.
So that was something different. And I like, you know, the main lead. I thought she did a great job. I thought the other lady that turned into the Deadite, his sister, I thought she was brilliant. She was creepy as hell.
Yeah.
You know, and the kids did well. And I thought it was a solid entry in the Evil Dead series. I really did. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of it.
Dan says Evil Dead Rise is my least favorite of the franchise, but I still think it's a damn fine horror film.
That's fair. I've heard a lot of people say that.
Chris says I'm pretty meh on Rise. It's a good movie, but it doesn't touch what it should be to hang with the rest of the franchise. A lot of people talk about When Evil Lurks, which is I didn't care for that movie. Yeah. And I know I'm in the minority about that because I know most people love it.
Yeah, I need to give it a second watch, mate.
Yeah, I think it needs a couple of watches, that movie.
I need a second watch because, to be fair, when I first stuck it on, I didn't pay it that much attention. I shouldn't really have put it on, to be fair. I was doing other things and I wasn't really. So I need to proper sit down and like just give it my full attention and watch it. But for what I saw of it, I enjoyed, you know, but I need to give it a proper watch to form any kind of opinion on it. That's why I don't have a review for it. I've kind of held back from it, but I will do at some point. I do want to sit down and watch it.
Jay, but this is a movie on my list. Jay mentions Totally Killer. Really enjoyed Totally Killer. Thought it was just like a really fun, you know, don't take itself too seriously, sort of like slasher movie. Anything like goes back to the 80s, I'm just on board, you know. Yeah. And it's really good to see like this fish out of water character. You know, somebody who's like from 2023. I go back to like the non-woke times, like the mid 80s. It's just like really funny to see. And
it was when the mum's smoking in the car, kids in the back.
Just that was just normal life. That was normal life back in the 80s.
That was just the 80s, mate.
Yeah,
I agree.
I really liked Totally Killer. You know, for the movie that was just like a streaming movie. You know, I don't think that. I'm pretty sure that never got any sort of like cinema release. Certainly not in the UK.
I don't. Yeah, not for the UK. It didn't. No,
Yeah.
it might have done in America, mate. Because sometimes that happens over there.
Yeah. But yeah, totally killer. Definitely up there with like, just in terms of like what's expected to be
Mm.
a kind of like 5, 6 out of 10 movie. It was like a strong 7 to 8 for me. I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
A movie that really just disappointed me was like, I don't know why I went to it with any expectations. Was that fucking Bird Box movie, Barcelona? Did you see
Oh,
that? That
No,
was
no.
fucking
No, I haven't.
awful.
No.
I
I
mean, I
haven't
lo-
even seen Bird Box, mate.
I love Bird Box. I
Is
think
that the
Bird
Sandra
Box-
Bullock one?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Bird Box is a great movie. You know, I really enjoyed that. But this movie, I went into it expecting it to be on a similar sort of budget to the first movie. Was I wrong? Because this looks cheap as hell.
Right.
It really does. It's so cheap. And yeah, it just it
So
didn't
what's
work.
the concept of Bird Box? Is it something like you can't see what it is? You've got to.
If you see, you never see what it is. But
Well,
if
that's good.
if you see what it is, then you basically commit suicide.
Right. Okay.
But there is a small percentage of people who see it
Mm,
and rather than killing themselves, basically go mad and then try and convert people to
right.
see it. So like they basically try and basically persuade people or try and get people to like remove the hands from the eyes to look at what it is
Right. Okay.
and convert them. So it's quite clever, but
But you
it's-
never actually see what this
you
thing
never
is.
they've alluded to it online in terms of like what the director or what the writer had in mind.
Yeah.
But it just looks ridiculous. It looks a bit silly.
Mm.
And it would be silly because like what could possibly make you want to commit suicide? You know what I mean? It's just like
Exactly. And the less you know, mate, the more terrifying it is.
Yeah. It's a bit like Quiet Place when that dropped. You know, it's like don't show us, just tell us. You know
But
what I
then we
mean? It's
did.
like yeah, I know. And then
Yeah. Which I don't mind them movies as well, to be honest with you. But yeah, you're absolutely right. If you don't, it's far more scary if you don't show what it is.
yeah,
It's very similar to, it reminds me so much of the Blair Witch, like in the first one. I know a lot of people give it shit now, but people forget. Back in the day, mate, people were fucking terrified of that movie. They won't admit it now, but they were, man. That film scared the piss out of me when I walked out. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
it really did. And I actually enjoy like the latest one they brought out, which will be 6 years ago now, maybe something like that. I really didn't mind that one, but there is one part of that film, if you remember, if you watched it, they actually show you the Blair Witch. You see it very, very briefly. And the moment you get that glimpse of the Blair Witch, I lost all kind of. It was like, why did
Yeah.
you do that for? Why? You really
It's-
didn't have to.
it's a bit like
We don't need to see it.
it's a bit like Rob Zombie's Halloween. You know, in Halloween 2, where he's just walking along and the mask's all ripped off and you see his face.
Yeah.
For, like prolonged periods, it kind of loses any sort of like that. I'm trying to think of the right word to describe.
Like
But-
mystique.
Mystique. Michael Myers. That's the right word.
Yeah.
But
It does,
And
but
I'm-
that film's
I-
shite anyway, mate.
yeah, it is.
Sorry,
but,
JT. That film's shite, just in case he's watching.
But having said that, when I watched the original Halloween, like Carpenter's,
Mm.
I actually kind of like that brief glimpse of Michael. I know it goes against every argument I'm making about not showing.
Well, when his mask comes off at the
Yeah,
end.
and I actually like that brief look at his face when you just see a normal man, and then he quickly puts it back on. It's kind of like it's they reveal just enough to show that this is just a normal. It's very well. It's well done the way they do it
Yeah.
because
He has
You
a little
show-
bit of like a kind of a weird eye, though, doesn't he, or something? If
Yeah.
you remember looking at it. But other
But-
than that, he's just a normal, everyday looking bloke.
yeah, and he quickly puts the mask back on. And
Yeah, that's right.
that makes him even more sort of scary because it's
Yeah.
like it's not some like Jason Voorhees type character, just like a fucking deformed face. It's just like
Yeah.
a normal guy who is just completely fucked up and is just like completely
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah.
And that's I think that's one case where I think Carpenter just got it on the money again. Just like
Mm.
just giving us a very brief glimpse of Michael. Just not just but just enough to blink and you'll miss it. You know what I
Basically,
mean?
yeah, don't linger.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Is what you mean? Yeah, no, it's the same with what's it called? Black Christmas, where you don't really see Billy, but when you see his eye in the wardrobe,
Yeah.
that is one of the most terrifying shots in any horror movie ever. Still to this day, I feel.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's a normal bloke.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that shot with his eye, man, fucking man. I remember seeing that when I was a kid, and it fucking scared me for ages. Honestly.
Jay mentions Megan, which I really enjoyed.
I still need to check that out.
It's
Yeah.
fun. It's fun. It's like, you know, in this world of AI now, it's like going mad, and it's entirely believable that, you know, this like
Yeah.
little 4-foot doll could just like rip your throat out. It's like you know.
Yeah. I've seen clips of it. I do want to check it out. It's on my list. It's like a thing my little thing for 2024. I want to start watching like more new movies, because obviously with my channel, mate, I tend to like, I'm watching like later one, you know, like back in the day ones. So I want to start checking out like newer movies. But a lot of people that I know have enjoyed Megan.
Yeah, it's the equivalent. It's like a McDonald's meal, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a Big Mac. It's just you know what you're gonna get, and you know you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
And there's no nasty surprises.
Yeah, and I was so made up that JT got to interview the young lady that played Megan as well. That was pretty cool.
It was.
Yeah.
I hope her mother was around during the interview. Though.
I think she was.
What you doing today, love? I'm just going to go speak to some strange man on the internet. You know, it's like...
from Long Island.
Yeah. Love you, JT.
We love you, JT, mate. Love you too much.
Philip's never seen any of the Evil Dead movies.
Oh, get on it, Philip. Honestly.
Chris get on Megan. Dan says people need to let go of Bruce Campbell. We got 3 classic films and an awesome TV series. Yeah, I mean, Bruce Campbell must be like getting on to 70 now. He must be.
He's in his early to mid 60s now, mate. I think he's early 60s now. I get what Daniel's saying there, but do you know what? He turned Ash Williams into such an iconic character, mate. You know, like in horror, he's one of the best characters in horror. And I loved the TV series. Like when they brought him back for the TV series, it just, my inner fan, my inner geek just went fucking crazy. I loved that series so much. I would love to see, just as a fan of his, I'm a fan of Bruce Campbell anyway. I would love to see just one more with him as Ash in a movie or a series or a computer game or a cartoon, anything with him as that character just one more time. He's just so beloved. The fans just love him that much. If we could just get like one more of him. But I understand what Daniel's saying. Like he makes a good point. But I'd love to see him back. Just once. Just once.
I do have to take an issue with Dan, though. He says they haven't said that the Rob Zombie films are better than the recent Trash trilogy. Now, I'll have you know that Halloween Ends is a masterpiece. Halloween Ends is one of the.
We spoke about that masterpiece enough, mate.
Yeah, one of the greatest horror movies of the 21st century. And anybody who disagrees, well, go fuck themselves.
Plant your flag, kid. Plant your flag.
I'm joking. I hate that movie.
Oh, it's awful. It's awful.
Chris says,
I can't agree, Dan. Honestly, I mean, I just can't. I really enjoyed Halloween 2018. It has its issues, but overall, I really enjoyed it. Kills, I didn't like when I first watched it. Again, it had good moments. I thought there were some Michael Myers moments that were brilliant in Kills, but overall, did not like the movie. But what Halloween Ends did was make me appreciate Halloween Kills more.
Yeah.
That's what Halloween Ends did, was made me go back to Kills and go, do you know what? You're actually not that bad.
Well, like I say, I love the opening 10 minutes of Halloween Kills.
Mm.
I
Oh
love
God, yeah, when
I
it
love
comes out the house.
flashback. The flashback,
Yeah.
like I love that. Love
Oh,
it.
the flashback's really good.
Yeah, it's really well
Yeah.
done, and the movie's it's got issues. But as I say, yeah, ends just kills everything. It's so
I can't be the only one, mate. Did you laugh hard when the kid fell from the balcony? and
yeah,
hit the floor?
yeah.
Oh, mate,
I
I
think,
wet myself.
I think everybody did. It was just such.
It's
such
just
a
out of
comedic,
nowhere.
It's a comedic death, and
It was. Yeah.
who knew that pushing a door open would lead to a kid falling back 15 feet over a balcony? I mean,
And then just folded in half on the
I
fucking
mean,
floor.
like, was that guy Hulk Hogan who's pushing that door back? It's
Yeah.
like, it's like, how strong was that guy?
I'm opening this door, brother.
It's like,
Yeah, no,
it's like fucking Kane. It's like fucking ripped the fucking door off and shoved him over the fucking balcony. It's like, what the fuck?
He got stone cold stunned over the.
No,
fucking
yeah,
balcony.
it's just like, come on.
Oh, mate, yeah, fucking Halloween Ends is bad. But yeah, I can't. Oh, yeah, like I said, the original trilogy. I think there's a good, the bad, the ugly with it kind of thing, and the ugly is definitely fucking Halloween Ends. Definitely.
Well, Jay can leave the chat right now.
Oh God.
Halloween 3 is total trash. Are you fucking joking?
Oh, what? Is he Season of the Wish?
I think
Wish?
I think he's referring to Season of the Witch. Like you
I
can
hope
just-
so.
I hope he. Well, is he though? I hope not. 'Cause that movie's fucking brilliant.
No, I do enjoy it actually.
Come on,
Do you
Tom
know,
Atkins.
Do you know? I used to like back in the day. I used to hate Season of the Witch. Really didn't like it. Man, really didn't like it. It's only been in recent years I've really appreciated that movie.
I love it.
I really do enjoy it. I was going to review it this year, but after finishing like all the other Halloween ones, I just didn't have the energy, mate. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to save it for 2024. So that's my like Halloween movie for 2024's next year. Will be Season of the Witch. But I think it's solid, man. I really do. I think there's more love for it now than what there was when it came out.
Yeah. I mean, Tom Atkins. Come on.
Oh, he's awesome, mate.
Any movie with Tom Atkins, if Tom Atkins isn't shagging like a girl like 30 years younger than him, then it's not a Tom Atkins movie. But in this movie, he is shagging a girl 30 years younger than him, so it's all good.
Mate, he was my inspiration growing up. I wanted to be Tom Atkins. He's also great in it.
Yeah. If you can't be shagging a girl 30 years younger than you, you'd be a paedophile.
I'm 55. It's all right.
Yes, we've got a new Silent Hill movie dropping in 2024.
Oh, do we? Do we really?
Yeah, Return to Silent Hill.
Oh, I didn't know that. Right, I'll have to, because I'm going to get a horror movie news video out before the end of the year. I've been accumulating loads of stuff, so I'll search for that and have a look about that because I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I very much doubt Sean Bean's in it, but
at least he's still looking for his family in this one. Is he?
From the original director, apparently as well. So
okay, I really did not mind that movie. I thought it was okay, but I was a big fan of the game. Did you ever play the game?
No.
Yeah. Oh, the game was fucking terrifying, mate.
Wasn't that a PlayStation exclusive, Silent Hill?
It was PlayStation 1, the original.
But was it always I got an Xbox like in 2000.
Oh, it was before. It was before that, mate. Like the original Silent Hill came out in 97, 98, I want to say.
Okay.
99, like around that era. It was the first game, mate, that actually truly scared me playing it.
I know, like the Pyramid Head, that's like pretty freaky, like, but
yeah, and the nurses that walk like all freaky and stuff. And when it would change into like the alternative Silent Hill, when it would change around and stuff like that, oh, it was terrifying, mate. It was a great game though, and I always thought playing that game, this would make a great movie. And then eventually, they did do a movie, and the movie was all right. I really didn't mind it at all. I think I watched the sequel, the 3D one, I think. I don't remember anything of it though, if I did, but I don't remember it being any good. I forget what that one was called actually.
Yeah, Don says 2024 might be a good year for horror at the box office with all these blockbusters delayed.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, I don't think 2023 was like really that great. Compared,
No.
a lot of people saying 2022 was a stronger year. I mean, looking back over I literally went through every sort of like mainstreamish horror movie of 2023 and what I'd watched and like bookmarked. And looking back, I mean, I've mentioned Saw X, mentioned Scream 6, which I didn't particularly enjoy, but Knock at the Cabin. Did you watch Renfield?
Oh,
Nicolas Cage.
no.
I hated that movie. I thought that movie was fucking trash.
No, I watched the trailer. I watched a couple of trailers to it. I weren't feeling it, mate. Yeah, I'm in no rush to watch it at all. But I know there are fans of it. I know there's a couple of mates of mine that really enjoy it, and I don't care. I don't care enough to check it out. Yeah,
there wasn't enough Nicolas Cage. Really, it was too much. There's too much Nicholas Hoult and not enough Nicolas Cage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that just kind of like ruined it for me. Yeah. I tell you what, a movie I up there with Saw 10 in terms of like biggest, what I really enjoyed, which is for a franchise that's been going down the pan for me was VHS 85.
Yeah,
loved VHS 85. Thought that was a real return to form because I thought 99 and 94 were like. I wasn't fans of those movies, but 85 was like fucking hell. That was a real return to form. I thought I loved 85.
I did. I really enjoyed 85 myself as well. Yeah.
I mean, I love the wraparound, but the beginning on the boat and then halfway through you get that. I love that. That was so well done.
That was the best part of it for me.
Yeah,
that was the
best part. I think that was one of the best of the entire franchise.
Me too. There are two things.
So well done.
Yeah, two things in it for me that were the best of the whole franchise. Like the beginning of it, and when that ended, and it went to the next thing, which was in the Mexico news report thing with the earthquake or whatever it was. I was like, oh, you can't just. I thought, well, is that it? It baffled me a little bit. I thought, surely that story it hasn't ended yet. And then you see with the family and you see the people like they were shooting them and like it had all that been. They filmed it. I thought, well, that's pretty clever. Yeah. That's creepy as hell.
Yeah.
And I really did enjoy that. Really did like it. But the last segment where Scott Derrickson directed, I thought was phenomenal. I thought it was the best segment in all the VHS.
What was that one again? The last one?
Oh, it was the one where you're watching it from the point of view. It was the killer going into people's homes.
Oh yeah.
And he would, and
it
was done pretty much like Sinister with the It was done like that, and it had that eerie music or the sounds that he likes to play with stuff like that, and it just works so well. It's very unsettling to watch, and I thought his segment was fucking fantastic, man. Like I really did. I thought he just showed how much of a really good director like he really is, Scott Derrickson. I love it when he puts his mind to horror. I think he's outstanding.
Because that franchise was just like dying a death for me. I thought it was past its sell by date. I thought, they're just going to keep on endlessly adding years on.
Yeah.
And so 99, 94, now it's just like 90. What are going to do? 89, 90.
Yeah.
So that was just kind of like
Well, I was more of a fan than what you was. I didn't mind the other ones. Don't get me wrong. More segments were stronger than others.
I love one. I love the first
really
VHS.
good.
Yeah, I've never seen Vinyl because apparently that's meant to be like complete shit.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
I've never seen that.
It's terrible, mate. But the first one I really enjoy. The second one I think was my favorite one until this one, the last one. The second one I think's quite solid. All the segments are quite solid. It's not one weak one out of them all.
Yeah.
Which I feel the same. No, tell a lie. Actually, while I'm talking there, we've remembered there was one segment I didn't completely get. Was that whole like virtual reality one in the new one? I was like, what the fuck's this?
Yeah.
that one was a bit weak for me. But the rest of it, mate, yeah, it was great.
Did you see? I was going to see. You have seen Thanksgiving, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah, because I mean
Loved it.
that's probably the most like fresh in my memory because I only watched it like a week ago. But
Yeah, a couple of weeks back I
Um,
watched it, 2-3 weeks ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely something that like I thought Eli Roth would have come some slightly more left field than like that. And I'm not. It's not a bad thing because I love, give me a slasher movie in a small town with like a mass
so
killer,
good, man.
and I'm down. I'm down for that.
Yeah,
I thought with Eli Roth to be something slightly more like more to it than that. But
I don't know about you.
I'm not even complaining. Like I'm not. Even
not at all. I don't know about you, but I pretty much guessed who the killer was, like pretty early on.
Well, I mean, spoiler alert, but
spoilers.
I think, but I thought it was going to be the cop who's come from like the other town. Like the Patrick Dempsey's like sidekick.
I thought they made him too obvious, though. Don't you think?
Then, well, when he gets shot with the tranquilizer, and then it's like, oh, it's not him. Then probably, probably not him. Or there's going to be two killers. But and I was looking for that whole two killers thing, but
I was as well.
Yeah,
I was as well. But
they open in like, well, not the opening like sort of 10-15 minutes, like with the Black Friday and the in like the what? It's not Walmart, but it basically is Walmart.
Yeah.
And like just like the guy gets his throat cut on the glass, and then the woman's get it, and
it's
gets
fucking mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, that all right, he's done that to the extreme. I understand, but fucking people have died in that shit.
Yeah. We've all seen like those
mental.
Those viral videos of like of Black Fridays in the States, and
it's just
it does get pretty crazy, like. But I just thought that was a really, and the thing about that movie that I really enjoyed, it come like just like literally a couple of days after watching It's a Wonderful Knife, which is another like sort of movie set in a small town with a mass killer, which is fucking awful.
Yes, it is.
Mean, that film was fucking shit.
Yes.
I mean, not even fucking
Justin Long.
Justin Long can save that movie.
He's it's so bad at it, though.
Oh, it's so shit. It's so shit.
I don't understand. All right, I tell you what, I'll be all right. I was just going to shit on him a little bit then. I'll try not to. I tried not to do it in my review. I don't understand his acting choice. I don't get it. That's got to have come from the director for me.
Yeah,
it's got to. Because he just. Oh, the film's fucking awful, mate. It's so bad. Like I've pretty much forgot about that film already. Like I think I said in my review with that movie, I watched it once, and then I went to shoot my review, and I had nothing to talk about because I didn't remember anything of it.
It's just, and the killer in the worst possible. I mean, if you think like the Scream costume is like it's going to be a hindrance to like go around fucking killing people, it's got nothing on this fucking costume.
What was the point of the fucking twist? I don't why?
Know.
What? It tried to be too clever for its own good, but it fucks up its own fucking narrative as well.
Yeah, it's
like so. How the right? Here's another one. Spoiler alert. But fuck it, this movie's shit. Don't bother watching it. How the fuck does she remember her at the end of that movie?
Well, exactly.
Please tell me that.
It's an alternative universe, another dimension. So
it didn't happen.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They fuck up their own logic throughout it. It just doesn't make sense. When she knocks on the door and she's all like, yeah, no, I'm thinking, well, that doesn't what?
It's like it's one of them. It's like it's like Totally Killer did the whole Back to the Future thing, go back in time, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah.
Happy Death Day does the whole thing where you're reliving the same day over and over again, which I love the Happy Death Day movies. I think they're so good, so well done. This is it's in that sort of like sphere of like, well, what if I never existed? It kind of ties in with all that sort of like.
But I also think like follow me on this one as well because I think I forgot to put this in my review. I think I did, but it's in my mind when I watch these kind of movies. So when she makes a wish that she didn't exist, and then it changes, and then obviously she's in the town and no one knows who she is. She says, "I wish I was never born." She should just disappear then. Do you get what I mean? She's not.
Yeah.
She
Well,
wouldn't be there.
Where, who, if she was never born, who are her parents?
Exactly. That's what I'm. Maybe I'm overthinking that. I don't know. But the moment she says, "I wish I was never born," she evaporates into nothingness. Then.
Yeah, it's like Endgame. It's like the fucking snap. She'd just be like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she'd just go, and that's
Yeah.
it. That's the end of the movie. Why would she be in an alternative situation where she wasn't? It doesn't. That to me doesn't make any sense.
Because she's in this alternative. She's in another, but she should still have a mum and dad.
Yeah,
So she should know who
she
those
still
people
come
are.
from somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
She
just,
should just go, "Woof, gone. See ya.
f-
Well,
I
you're gone
don't-
now."
I don't think we were really meant to overthink. the
Oh, I
logic
know,
of it.
but
It's
it
a
just.
Wonderful Life.
I know, but
It's a movie called It's a Wonderful Knife. I think that tells you all you need to know.
I know, man.
Um,
I just couldn't help but think that. I forgot to put that in my review. I think. I can't remember. But yeah, it was just something in my head when I was watching it. I just thought, well, you wouldn't be around anymore.
um,
That'd be it.
enough of that movie. Have you got anything else you want to mention?
Oh, as what we enjoyed this year.
Yeah. Oh, but no, anything. Hated,
Well,
enjoyed.
I'll stay with enjoy just for now, mate. But I'm probably just going to move away from horror a little bit for
Okay.
me. I know you didn't. You've mentioned it before, but I fucking loved John Wick 4. Loved it. I love them John Wick movies, mate. I eat them up.
Yeah.
I just loved them so much. I really enjoyed the Continental series that came out this year. Really did enjoy that. Anything more in that world, I will gobble up in a heartbeat. No, go on, mate. Go. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say that Continental series got like quite bad reviews, didn't
It did, but it's fucking brilliant, mate. If you're a fan of the John Wick movies, you will absolutely appreciate the series, like massively.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. I loved Equalizer 3. It was really good. But I'm a massive fan of Denzel Washington. I will watch anything that guy does. I just think he's fucking phenomenal. But I love him in the Equalizer movies. They've kind of left it where they could carry on if they wanted to. I would like him to stop now.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
He's 69, so
He's getting on there, mate. You know, and it kind of shows in the Equalizer 3 as well. You know, he still looks great for his age. I mean, I'm not nothing like that, but it gets to a point where it's got to be a bit believable.
Yeah.
You know? But I love all the Equalizer movies. I think it's a great trilogy. So if they stop it here, I'll be very happy with it. But in saying that, if it does come out that they're going to do an Equalizer 4, I'll be there. Basically. So, you know, it's one of them. Really did enjoy that. Really enjoyed the film this year called Sisu. Did you watch that one?
I don't remember.
It's the guy that finds gold. It's like a fiendish.
Oh no, I've not
farmer
seen
with-
that. No, I
Oh,
remember. I
mate.
remember that. Yeah, I remember that coming out,
It's-
but I didn't see it.
It's phenomenal. I love it. Basically, mate, it's Nazis getting butchered.
Yeah, that sounds good.
If you can't enjoy that, then I don't know what else to say. You know what I mean? It's so good. Really did enjoy that movie. That came out of nowhere. That was a lovely surprise. Yeah, it is. It's fucking fantastic. It's very over the top though. It starts like quite serious, and then the moment he meets up with the Nazis and he takes the first Nazi out, you know what you're in for. Then you know you're in for just a fucking great ride of a movie. But dispense your disbelief as well. It's one of them, basically.
Yeah.
This guy should no way survive anything what happens to him, but he does, and it's glorious. And I loved every single fucking second of it. So we have that one as well. I enjoyed The Flash overall. I think I'm one of the few people that did. I didn't mind it. I thought it was better than what it was going to be. So, because I went in with quite low expectations of that movie,
I think most people.
which probably helped, you know. And I walked out of it. It was more seeing Michael Keaton as Batman again that kind of made it for me, to be honest. So I enjoyed that for what it was. Do you know what, man? I thought here we go. Here's a controversial one for people. I thought The Exorcist Believer was okay.
I think that's probably about as generous as you can be with that movie.
It was okay. Like it, you know, I know there's fucking fans of The Exorcist that loathe this movie, and I completely understand. I get it. I do. But I like The Exorcist. I like, you know, I like the movie. I like Exorcist 3 and all that. But I'm not like I wouldn't call myself a major Exorcist fan. So I could
I'm
watch,
not. No.
yeah. So I could watch this, and I'm fine. I'm not comparing it to the original or anything. I'm just watching it for what it was, and I thought it was okay. I like it went great. It went. I, I didn't think it was bad. It was all right.
It's competent.
You know,
Yeah.
it whatever. I thought the Pope Exorcist was better.
Yeah, I've not seen
be
that.
honest.
I need to check that out.
Russell Crowe makes that movie, mate. Just his performance alone, it's worth watching that movie. He's so good in it, so good. It's like a talent of his has no right to be in that kind of movie. If you understand what I mean.
yeah, I was thinking that when that movie came out, I was like,
Yeah.
it just seems like why is Russell Crowe doing this? But
Oh, it's brilliant, mate. And I hope they do another one because they've kind of left it open for it's like a series of movies with following him.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
have you seen Unhinged with Russell Crowe?
Oh, have I? I am.
Like that's a movie
I think so.
Well, that's a movie where you think that's Russell Crowe. Why is Russell Crowe in? It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. It's a good movie, but it's like, why is Russell Crowe in this movie? Why haven't they just got some like random like B movie actor to play the character? And it's like it's Russell Crowe. It's just it just makes it even. It's just like crazy.
But he just brings like a bit of gravitas to it. You know what I mean? He brings like a menace to it.
Yeah.
In Unhinged, and he in Pope Exorcist, mate. He's fucking brilliant in it, mate. Honestly, I do recommend it to you. I think you'll enjoy it, especially his performance. Anyway, he's so good. What else? Do you know what? I love the Extraction 2.
I've not seen it.
Oh, mate, fucking so good. Like the action in that movie is just the way it's shot, the way it's done. Like I take my hats off to the crew. It's so good. So good. And the movie is fucking good as well. The story's good. It's as good as the first one. I was a huge fan of the first one. And I was so looking forward to the second one. Just to see how the hell they were going to keep Chris Hemsworth alive. Because have you seen the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you pretty much think he's fucking dead, don't you? He's gone.
Yeah.
So Extraction 2's got to start off with you believing that this guy's like still alive. You know what I mean? And it does it well, to be fair. Like it kind of follows on from the end of the first. So it's like one straight, it just continues on. And I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I can't think of anything else. I loved Thanksgiving recently. Need to check where When Evil Lurks again. I'm probably going to go into the movies that I hated this year.
Go for it.
Well, the main one. And it doesn't get beaten. The other ones I'm mildly disappointed in. I don't actively hate movies a lot. It takes a lot for me. But Skinamarink is fucking up there with just go and fuck yourself.
I don't think anybody.
Seriously.
It's not even like.
Mate, there's fans of this movie that defend it to their fucking. Do you know what? This movie is like the Halloween Ends of last year.
I just don't. I
don't get it.
I can't appreciate a movie that feels like I could have made it.
Yeah, well,
I feel like I could have made that fucking film, and I've got no fucking talent for making movies whatsoever.
I'll tell you what, mate. Watch JT's review of that movie. He filmed it exactly like Skinamarink, and you tell me the difference.
Well, a lot of JT's videos are very much like Skinamarink, so it's just like
basically they are. But he did it like I did a little skit at the beginning of mine, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't really put much effort into it, like the director of this movie. Fuck him, I don't care. You know, and I didn't put that much effort into it, but JT did. And if you watch his review of it, it's fucking brilliant. And I'm pretty sure he didn't have a $5,000 fucking budget for his neither.
It's very much. It's kind of like Skinamarink is kind of like that, like modern art, which you see where A load of like a load of like so-called educated people will stand around going, what they're trying to say with this piece is they're trying to express,
Yeah,
and
very
and then,
much so.
and then a couple of fucking like working class fellas like us just go, that's just a load of shit.
It's a load of bull. It's
And then
bollocks, man.
that's what it needs. It needs a bunch of normal people who aren't
Yeah.
fucking artsy tosspots to go, this movie's a piece of fucking shit.
Yeah,
It's
It was-
bollocks. It's
it was-
nonsense.
it was the most painful thing I had to sift through this year, and I had to watch some shit this year as well, like going back into the day shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Skinamarink was easily the heart. Like, I wanted to turn that film off so many times, mate.
Yeah.
So many. And I just thought, no, maybe in 10 minutes something may happen. Something, it may hook me, it may do something. Mate, that film finished, and I just sat there and I just went, I have no idea what the fuck has happened. What has gone on? Like, it confused the fuck out of me, man. Like, generally. There was some creepy imagery, don't get me wrong. There was. Like, there was some little moments, especially when the little kid goes into the bedroom and he sees, like, one of the parents that's not in the house sat on the bed. Like, there was creepy stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but there wasn't enough of that.
Yeah.
Like, show me more of that stuff instead of just filming Legos on the floor for fucking 10 minutes and telling me that's a movie. It was just, look, listen, fair play to him for trying. He succeeded in something. He got his film in cinemas and then got it on Shudder. Fair play. On $5,000 budget, he tried something, he experimented with something, and for some people, it resonated with them. It worked. I was seeing, before this film hit Shudder, the amount of positive reviews that were coming out for this fucking thing. Do you remember?
Yeah, there was a lot of websites were saying, because you
The
get like
scariest
this,
film you will ever see.
a lot of it was like this clickbaity stuff though, where you go, this movie is terrifying people, and I was like, so you click on it and you go, and you're interested then, and you're like, oh, it's getting like word of mouth, and then you. And then I watched it. I watched. Well, to be fair, I didn't get to the end. I watched 40 minutes. I turned
I
off.
watched the whole thing, mate. I didn't even get what was fucking going on. But I watched the trailer. I remember watching. I did a trailer reaction to it.
What the fuck is the trailer for that film?
It was fucking baffling, mate. But it was baffling to a point where it intrigued me.
Yeah.
So the trailer intrigued me. I mean, I need to go back and watch my reaction on my video because I think I was just sat there. I didn't do a lot of talking. I was just fucking staring at the TV, just like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know what I mean? But it intrigued me enough to check it out when it came out on Shudder. And oh my god, man, I'll never get it. It's like close to 2 hours.
Yeah.
An hour and 50 minutes or whatever. But
if any movie could have done with like being trimmed, like any movie needs a director's cut where it takes takes minutes off the movie. That's definitely a film.
Yeah, makes it shorter.
Yeah,
but apparently it is based on like a short. He already did a short, which I've never seen. I've got no interest. But Skinamarink 2 is fucking greenlit apparently. So
what's the plot line for this one?
Oh, fuck it. Well, I don't care, mate, 'cause I ain't fucking watching it. I ain't watching it. I don't care. I'll watch the trailer. If a trailer comes out to it, I'm gonna check the trailer out and I'll make my decision based on that. But I ain't fucking, if it's anything like the first one, mate, I'm not fucking wasting my time. I just no. Go down a Blair Witch 2 route. Do that.
Yeah.
Make it like Skinamarink was a movie and then do something else.
So fucking out left field, totally bizarre. It's just like,
but it's not even like they class it as a found footage movie. What some people do, technically it isn't, because the kids don't have a camera.
Yeah,
you're just following the kid. Sometimes you're following the kids, and then other times you're not. It just goes to random places in the house.
It's almost like CCTV. Random.
Yeah, I actually feel like I think I remember saying this in my review. I thought it would have worked better if you were the point of view of the kid constantly.
Yeah.
So you are the child in the house then, but make it more kind of fucking. Don't have your camera on the floor pointing next to a fucking skating board or a fucking.
Yeah.
You know, have you as the kid going around the house. Have it that way. I think would have worked far more for me. And even if the kid has sat in front of the TV for 5 minutes watching a cartoon, okay, that's your point of view. Do you get what I mean?
Oh,
You can see.
Be more
what the
entertained than
fuck-
what's in the movie.
Yeah, you can see what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
The fact that visually it just made no fucking sense whatsoever. And sometimes you couldn't even understand the fucking word they were saying. They had to have subtitles on the fucking film itself. Oh, it was fucking shit. He gave it a shot, fair play to him, but I think he's fucking robbed everybody. Like, I really do. Where's this $5,000 budget come from? Like, where? What was it spent on? Like, really, what was it spent on? Load of
Anyway,
shit. It was fucking awful.
I think we've yeah, we were fans. I think that's
No.
that's fair to say. So
Oh, fucking
we-
terrible.
so should we look forward to a few things for 2024? What we're looking forward to.
Yeah, let's get rid of the hate, mate. Yeah, let's do it.
So obviously, there's a few movies in development. Some of the movies there's not a lot to go on at the minute, but we know they're dropping some sort. I mean, there's a new Alien movie called Romulus.
Yeah.
Apparently now, I don't know what I can't find out anything about the plot.
Oh, I know a couple of things.
Go on then.
It's supposed to be set between the first two movies.
Is it Ridley Scott directing?
No, it's I want to get this guy's name right. Fedri. I forgot his last name. He directed the reboot to Evil Dead 2013, and he did Don't Breathe.
Is it Fede Alvarez?
That's it,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah. He's directing it.
What happened to? I thought Ridley Scott was like fighting for the rights to like wasn't there meant to be like two Alien timelines going forward where like
Oh, I'm not
They
too
have-
sure. I'm not too sure. Isn't there going to be like a TV series? I've
don't
heard
know.
as well. But I think this film's coming on Hulu, isn't it? In America or something. It's
Well,
similar
this
to what Prey did. I think.
this Alien movie.
Yeah.
So it's that, but they obviously don't think much of it if they're going to put it onto stream.
Well,
and like,
I'm not too sure, mate. I could be wrong with that. But they did the same with Prey, mate, and look how good that film was.
well, yeah. I mean,
Oh, did you enjoy it?
No,
Oh,
I thought
fuck's
it was
sake, here we go.
shite.
Fair enough.
I didn't like it. No, didn't like it. No. Too woke for me.
Too woke.
Little fucking 5'2" girl and fucking fucking killing an predator. Fuck off.
Fair
Like,
enough, mate.
She could do what Billy couldn't in Predator. Fuck off.
Oh,
I'm not,
yeah.
not having that. Fuck off. No. I thought Prey was fucking dog shit.
Oh, mate, you're harsh there. I understand it though. I get it, but I actually enjoyed the movie. I thought it was decent, but yeah, I get it. But I believe it is coming on Hulu.
I'm really. I don't know whether you've done a trailer reaction for this. I'll send you the link if you haven't. Founders Day dropping in January or February. Dan's probably aware of this one. Also can say it, small town setting, killer in a mask. It centers around the election of a new mayor for the town, and it's a slasher movie,
Right?
killer with a mask, small town. Like, I'm sold. It
Oh,
looks.
you've hooked me in with that already.
Yeah, but so yeah, it's Founders Day. So yeah, it's on. Yeah, go on YouTube. There's a trailer.
Okay.
It's dropping in the first couple of months of the new year.
Right, it comes to cinemas or is it coming?
I don't know
streaming?
whether it's. I'm not sure whether it's cinemas. It won't be cinemas in the UK. I very much doubt it. It probably in the UK it'll probably go straight to streaming, but it might get a cinema release in the US.
Or is it on?
Or-
Is it on Shudder or anything like that?
I've no idea. I literally went onto IMDb and put in new horror movies 2024, and
Yeah.
it brought that up pretty much straight away, and there's a trailer for it,
Right, okay.
and it looks, it looks it looks decent budget, and like I say, I'm a sucker for the give me a small
Same.
town set with a killer in a mask, and
Same.
it's all good.
It's so simple to do, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's just that's it. Yeah.
the most difficult bit is trying to come up with a good mask. That's literally the most difficult part of it. Just give us likable characters.
Yeah.
Give us that whodunit element, and then
Yeah.
you're good to go.
It's the
I mean-
whodunit element. It's the whodunit element you've got to do well.
Yeah.
You've got to you
Yeah.
got to go left field sometimes on it.
Yeah.
Which I thought of all the things of Thanksgiving, which I really enjoyed and loved. I thought the killer was quite simple to work out for me,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, it was
Great movie, though.
It wasn't a big surprise. I wasn't like,
No.
oh fuck, It's like
The moment he started having guns and shit, I knew exactly who the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously we've got Scream. We discussed Scream.
Yeah.
We are getting a new Omen movie called The First Omen.
Believe so, yeah. I only found this out a few weeks back.
This could be 2024's Exorcist.
Believe it.
It could be.
It could be.
It doesn't look. I mean, I'm just gonna call it now. This doesn't look promising for me. An Omen movie, The First Omen. It's just. I'm getting bad vibes from this.
Is this supposed to be like a prequel or anything?
I'm guessing this is the fucking year of the prequels. I mean, you've got we've got The First Omen. We've got Quiet Place Day One, which is obviously going to be. Which I'm curious. I'm down for that. They say Day One, but we kind of got Day One in the first Quiet Place movie to a point. The opening 10 minutes was basically Day One, wasn't it?
Pretty much,
Really?
mate.
So
Yeah.
how is this? Is this going to be like a bit more of a build up to Day One, and how
The invasion or whatever.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's what this is going to be, which I'm totally down for.
Yeah, I'll be interested. I've got a soft spot for these movies, mate. So I'll check it out.
We've also got The Strangers Chapter 1, which is the first of 3 movies. I don't quite know where they're going to go with this because the description of the movie is talking about something to do with like an Airbnb.
Mm.
Now, if this is a prequel to the first Strangers movie, then
It has to be.
Airbnbs weren't a thing then.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, mate.
Airbnb didn't exist back in the early because the first movie is like 2008.
Yeah, 2008,
Oh,
2009. Yeah,
Airbnbs weren't a thing in the 2000s, like the early 2000s. So
I don't think, unless they could be different people, we don't know.
Maybe it could. I mean, but then there's going to be 2 sequels as well, which are all dropping within the next.
Well,
2 years.
this is the thing, man. Well, originally, when I went to New York Comic Con last year, now I don't know whether this has changed now. Maybe it has. I don't know. You can tell me. It was all 3 of them were supposed to come out in 2024. All 3 of them.
I mean,
Similar to what Fear Street did on Netflix.
that
right?
it seems a stretch though, really.
So, well, yeah, that's what I thought. So I thought it was going to be streaming. I thought it right. So is this going to be on Netflix or Paramount Plus or
I have no idea.
whatever? I don't know. But news came out the other week that the first one, Chapter 1, whatever it's called, Part 1, Chapter 1, is getting a cinema release in May, I want to say. So that says to me, well,
You can't really stream.
you're not dropping the other 2 this year, are you?
No.
So
doesn't
is
look
it going to
like
be like a year apart? Like, so is the second one going to come out the year after?
Unless
then
the
the
film back to back, and it's going to be sort of like, well, they're all filmed.
Well, apparently
one go.
apparently it's all done. All 3 of them are done, and that's what I mean. That they were all supposed to come out next year. So, unless the studio is that confident that with the first one they go, fucking hell, this is good, right? Do you know what? We'll do like a Lord of the Rings scenario. We'll release the first one this year, and then we'll release the second one May the year after, and then we'll release the third one the year after that.
I mean, I love Strangers Play at Night. I think that's just like
I thought it was better than the first.
I think it was way better than the first movie.
And remember if I'm right, mate, because it's been a long time since I've seen the second one. they all died at the end as well. They got fucking took
Yeah.
out, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this has got to be a prequel, why? Unless it could be like a bit of a cult. These people, you don't
Yeah.
know their backstory. So if one gets taken out, they could easily be replaced by someone else.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Maybe.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
We've also got Saw 11 next year.
Yeah, I'm looking
I don't
forward to
know,
that.
So is that what's the timeline for Saw 11?
I think it's going to follow on from 10, isn't it? Well, it's
but
got to, hasn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, how
but
much
one of
time
them-
between?
Well,
but then
one of
that's-
them still fucking survived and gone off, hasn't she?
Yeah, but the thing is, though, it's like how much can you fit in between between 1 and 2? It's like
And he definitely looks like 81
know.
now. Like, you know, what I mean?
he's only getting older.
He's only getting older. I know. But I'm looking forward to it, mate. Like I said, like same as you, man. I fucking loved Saw 10. Loved it. And that moment, I forgot to mention it before, but you know, at the end when he's in that trap with the kid and they're getting that get waterboard kind of thing with the blood and that.
Bloodboarded, as they call it.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
But when they're in that office and then he finds the note or something or tape or whatever it was, I can't remember. Like, and that music kicks in. Oh, mate,
the
I
old school.
fucking
Yeah.
The fucking hairs on the back of my neck literally stood up, man.
Yeah.
With that music hit, and I was like, "Here we go, this is it." So good, man, fucking so good. And it amazed me. It took him that long to realize this is the way you go. Like, follow John Kramer.
Yeah.
That's it. Simple. Easy.
Chris says that's the problem though. You aren't supposed to know about them. That's the point. Something about the strangers.
Oh yeah.
And I sincerely feel like that's a chance they don't understand that.
Yeah.
Always the problem. I mean, you're talking about a franchise now that's going back 16 years, so it's like
Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, you're right. Fucking 2009 does not feel like 16 years ago.
That's 14 years ago.
But then you're right. Then yeah, still got a couple of years left.
I'm gonna clip that and put it on the community tab.
You should do it. Do it. But you're right. That's close. Do you remember coming to watch the first one?
I didn't watch it in the cinemas.
Oh, I
think
did. Yeah.
I just rented it out.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Did you like it?
It was okay. I much preferred them the French movie from the year. I think it came out the year before.
Yeah.
If you thought, that's I think a way better movie than The Strangers, which is what it's based on.
Yeah.
But like I had the problem. I just had a problem with them as intimidating like antagonists.
Yeah.
They just like to me it wasn't enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I much preferred. I mean, I much preferred them in the sequel. But
oh yeah.
like I say, those kids in that movie, like I said, I've said that in a stream before. If those kids were like, happen to approach like John Matrix house in Commando, like the movie would be 2 minutes long and they would have been like used as fucking. Imagine that. Imagine like just like fucking. That's the shortest movie ever.
I would love that crossover.
Just like
them turning up at John Matrix.
It literally would be like the opening credits is just them getting killed, and then just like the film just ends.
He would have one of them over a cliff by his legs. Remember when I said I'd kill you last?
Yeah.
I lied.
It's just be all three of them. His hands would just grip all three of their ankles in one grip.
Yeah,
it'd just be like,
it would be
we
right,
fucked up here,
wrong.
didn't we?
We fucked up. Or they knock at John Wick's house or something.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
it's
Yeah,
like-
just be fucking gone.
Exactly. They're just like three kids with masks. It's like
That's
come
why
on.
I tell you what, man. That's why I really enjoyed that Don't Breathe movie when they robbed the blind guy's house because he thinks he's an easy target, but this guy's a fucking hard motherfucker.
Yeah.
I love that film, man. Love it. John Matrix, oh, that's fucking hilarious. Could you imagine? Just have a knife straight through the fucking window to the head.
How did they know we were coming? I smelt them.
I smelt them. Right? Wrong. Stick around, Bennett.
So we've also got Smile 2 dropping next year.
Yeah. Yeah. What? were you a fan of the first?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I liked it. I wasn't like. I had issues. The pros, the good points outweigh the bad points.
Yeah,
but,
the pros outweighed the cons. Yeah.
yeah, but I had a few issues, but on the whole, it was a solid movie.
I thought it was as well, mate. I'll be honest with you. It creeped me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It had like a couple of elements in it that I was a bit.
The scene in the trailer where she walks past the room and then walks back, and she's looking at her. That's quite creepy. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean?
It's the part, and it didn't linger on it too long in that movie. But it's the part where she's lying in bed, and she's faced the other way, and she knows there's someone stood in the fucking door frame of a bedroom in the hallway, just staring at her, smiling, but she won't look at her.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck that. I thought in that scenario for me, even if I knew there was someone doing that, I'm getting up, not looking at them, but I'm drop kicking the motherfuckers down the hallway. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Get away. You know what I mean? But there was some elements to Smile that really, really worked. Like, I thought the ending went too predictable, if you want to know. It just went a bit too... That CGI fucking tall thing, that when you finally see what it was, I thought...
Yeah, I didn't like the reveal for me was a bit hokey.
Same.
You know what I mean? I didn't like that.
It did the typical fucking horror movie trope, which is a modern thing, which it showed you what it was.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
That whole like reveal, it felt very much like something like from The Conjuring or something.
Yes,
like
it did.
Fucking, here's the new like bad guy
like
from The
Tall
Conjuring.
Man or fucking
the one from Conjuring 2, the fucking
fucking I know who you mean, mate. Yeah.
Reminded me that. I was like, I don't know. Show don't tell. Tell don't show.
That's right. It didn't need that. If you wouldn't have seen what this thing was, it's more terrifying. I just think that works. The less you see in horror, the more scary it is. Let it be in your own mind, you know?
And it's not the sort of movie that I think needed a sequel, really. I mean...
No, it doesn't.
It's made money, and
it made a lot of money.
I do like the cop. I do like the cop. The cop, I think he's coming back for the sequel.
Yeah,
I watched the movie the other day with him in called The Passenger, where he's like this.
Kyle Gallagher or whatever his name is, isn't it?
That could be his name.
He's a good actor. He was in that remake, Elm Street remake.
Was he?
Yeah,
he must be young in that.
He was really young. Yeah, he was the lad that was friends with Nancy.
Okay,
that went through he's a good actor. Man.
He's
done some good stuff.
Yeah, he's The Passenger, which is I recommend that movie. It's 2023 movie. He's good in that. But yeah, I mean, Smile, good movie. Does it need a sequel? Arguably not.
But obviously, it's going to follow on from him. So it's attached to him now, isn't it?
Yeah. Last but not what I've got on my list. Last but not least is obviously Maxine, which is one everyone's looking forward to. Obviously after X and Pearl.
I still need to watch Pearl, mate. I still haven't seen that movie.
Well,
still need to watch it.
I really enjoy Pearl. I mean, I'm in the minority who prefer X. I think a lot of people prefer Pearl. I actually like X. I think X is a more enjoyable. I think if you like your slasher movies, you like your sort of like your Chainsaw Massacres. I think X may be more for you. Pearl's more like a.
I thought X was brilliant, man.
It is a great movie. I really enjoy it.
It's surprising how many people don't like that film.
I'm surprised. I can't fault it. I mean, it's got pretty much everything you need. Like from a horror movie, it's got a great setting. It's got a great cast.
It's good acting.
It's plenty of TNA.
It's paced well.
Yeah,
I think. And then when it finally all kicks off, it's what's not to love?
Exactly.
Yes, thank you very much, Slasher. You're right. Terrifier 3.
I did actually forget to mention Terrifier 3.
Yeah, I can't wait, man.
So the whole Santa Claus, is that just like a whole? Is that actually going to feature in the movie, or is that just like a bit of a thing to just? No,
the film's set at Christmas.
Because according to IMDb, the film's dropping in October.
Yeah, it is. It is. So films, it's Christmas based, but it's dropping in like the 25th of October, something like that. So it's coming out for Halloween, basically. Yeah, but it's set at Christmas. I think that's a perfect idea. Honestly, did you see that little teaser?
Yeah. Because
I
everyone's
mean,
like losing their mind. Like, is he
oh,
going to kill the
fucking
little girl?
behave. Yeah, of course he did. You know what I mean? That's like, have these people not watched the fucking Terrifier movie?
If he doesn't, then I'd be disappointed.
Exactly. Actually, I wanted him to go further. Have a head on his knee like that or something. You know what I mean? Like, have it obvious. But I just think he suits that like Santa Claus costume on him as
Yeah.
well. Like, it just, I can't wait for the third one. I loved the second one. I was the same as you with it, man. It was a tad too long. Like, let's be honest,
Yeah,
it's a tad too long.
Yeah,
It
2 hours,
did
15 minutes is a bit
Yeah.
is a bit silly.
it didn't need to be that long, but my god, man, was that a fun fucking slasher movie. And there's not a lot of slasher movies where I openly piss myself laughing at as well, because there's times in that movie where Art is just fucking hilarious, and I just can't help but giggle at him. Especially when he goes to the door and he's fucking giving the kids candy out of the top of a woman's fucking head or whatever.
I mean,
You know,
the controversial scene, you know, with where he rips the woman's arm. That was just
Jesus,
like so. I was just thought that was hilarious. It was
yeah,
just
it's
like
fucking, that's what I
just
mean.
fun. It wasn't like it's not like watching Serbian film where it's like
No,
it's genuinely
it's completely different.
It's just a fun movie. It's just like how stupidly over the top it gets.
Yeah.
You've got a smile on your face when you're watching it. It's just so daft.
Oh,
But
nuts.
yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm not like I like the Terrifier. I think they're okay. I'm not like the biggest fan of them. I mean, I think they're perfectly okay. I'll watch the third movie, but I mean,
I hope it comes out in cinemas for us. I think it will.
It might. You'll probably get a limited run. I think
I
by now.
think it should.
I think by now it's that point now where it's got enough of a name that it can pull in like enough of an audience to like be to be.
Oh well, look, listen, man. I'm pretty sure if it got a UK release, there'd be people flocking to fucking see it in the UK, mate.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah.
I'd be one of them.
Yeah. Happy New Year to you, Phil. Cheers for jumping on, man.
Happy New Year, buddy. Hope you have a good one, mate.
Yeah. Dan says Art is going to destroy that kid in the fifth.
I can't wait. I hope it's brutal as well. I hope they've heard all these complaints and then just gone, do you know what?
Yeah.
Let's really fuck her up.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's like
do it.
the bigger it gets, the more criticism it's gonna.
The more mainstream it gets. Yeah, that's the problem.
It's gonna draw more attention to itself, and then it may have to, then there's the pressure to like, dilute the violence. Then
no,
you know what
but
I mean.
Then don't bother doing it.
No, if you're gonna sell out, forget it. Just walk away.
Walk away.
Walk away with your credibility intact.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you've got a few quid in your pocket now as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be about the money. Just walk away, because there'll be another studio, another company. There'll be someone else that will take that on and not change fucking anything because they want that property, because that's going to just enhance their fucking company,
Yeah.
So, overall.
Chris says, do you guys get the Fathom event type of one night showings? Maybe not where I am, like a one night showing. I don't. Certainly, I don't. You're not going to get that in the Isle of Man, are you?
Oh, no. Not at all, mate. No, that's not going to happen over here.
No.
No. That pretty much talking for like kind of classic movies and stuff.
I mean, we've got like, I mean, suppose in Liverpool you've got like if you go into the city centre, you've got I think the Fact, they do kind of like niche movies or like old movies and shit like that, or maybe like something like Terrifier 3, if it wasn't getting a mainstream release, they may show that for like a few nights. But most of the cinemas where I am, excluding that one in the centre of Liverpool one, Liverpool one, most of them are kind of like those sort of like multiplex ones, similar to what you get in the States. And it's pretty much just like, multiplex, like 15 screens just showing the usual shit.
All sorts.
Yeah. I mean, to get really, I mean, I suppose if you go into London, maybe you'd probably get all sorts of fucking stuff there. Like, but it's.
But they do a lot of like outdoor showing ones as well, don't they? Like I've seen so many things of like Halloween being on outdoors or Big Trouble in Little China, like movies like that. And there's like a fucking massive crowd there for them as well. But
Yeah.
you've got to be in like a big city for something like that, I think, for it to work.
Ben, we just talked about Alien Romulus, if that's what you're referring to. We spoke about that before, but
And the answer is yes.
well,
Basically,
yeah, we're kind of like, well, I'm a little bit.
Oh, I'm all in, mate.
I have faithfully only won't sell out. He turned down
No.
Cheetahs or it's keep control.
He has
Yeah.
to be fair to him. So fair
Yeah.
play. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He'll do what he wants. It's his franchise, man. It's his baby. Like he's got the power. Why would he want to? Basically.
I'm just wondering, like, in terms of like how much money did Terrified 2 make?
Well, I
in
think on
relation to how much it cost.
Well, it's fucking extortionate, isn't it? It's compared. Do you know what? Let's have a look. Actually, I know the first one did well. Eventually.
Yeah, it was word of mouth, that movie, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it was for me anyway. Yeah.
What's up, Jonathan?
There you go. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Let's have a. Hey, I tell you, well, the critic rating is actually really high for Terrified 2. Did you know that?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it would be like, if you there's no real apart from the runtime. There's nothing really about that movie that.
No, it's well done. I think.
Yeah.
Here we are, mate. It was $250,000 budget.
Just fuck all, really, innit?
Right, which is nothing. Its box office made $15.7 million.
Yeah.
There you are. So
now the question
that is seriously impressive. That's something Blumhouse would love to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can just see the next Terrifier 3 with a Blumhouse logo at the beginning.
What about coming up in the icon as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, ghost house pictures and all that with the skull shit. Yeah,
fucking...
for fuck's sake. Blumhouse have got a good one there. Well, it looks all right. It's coming out in January, I think. That Night Swim. Did you watch the trailer to that?
Which one?
It looks fucking weird. Night Swim, it's called.
Oh, that was actually on my list to mention. Actually,
yeah.
But I don't know a lot about it.
I don't know a lot about it as well, but I watched the trailer to it, and I'm intrigued by it, man. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Like, there's something in the fucking swimming pool. And I'm like, I'm up for that. It looks dumb as shit, but that's what I want in my horror movies sometimes. Just, I don't want a fucking complicated plot. Just give me a basic fucking premise, and then just.
Well, have you ever watched that movie?
With it, you know?
Have you watched that movie set in a swimming pool with Tobin Bell? It like runs it's oh, Dan, help me out. It's from like Dan's just like the go-to guy. It's from like about 2016, 2015. Tobin Bell's in the movie. He like runs some sort of like sports center, and these two girls get like trapped in a swimming pool overnight, and it's kind of like
oh, I think. Hang on, wait there. Do you know what? That fucking rings a bell to me.
It could be the pool. Chris is saying. I'm not sure. It could be the pool.
That rings a bell.
Yeah,
I think I've seen a fucking teaser trailer to that or something. Like
the entire movie's just set with them trapped, and it's like then there's like an antagonist who turns up, and they're like turning the heating off. But it's a fucking They're
actually
movie.
stuck in the pool itself.
Yeah. But Tobin Bell's like in the movie for like the first like 10 minutes, and then just fucks off.
He probably got paid. He probably got paid a good penny for that as well.
I think he turns up at like the last 5 minutes. It's just, I was like, what the fuck? That's Jigsaw.
Was he like the main like fucking name on the fucking?
Could be 12 feet. It could be 12 feet deep. Dan's saying.
Could be. Yeah.
But it's that's a solid little movie just set in a pool. It's just like, but yeah, Tobin Bell just like randomly turns up. For no fucking reason.
I bet you his name's front and center of that fucking movie poster as well.
More than likely.
I bet it is. It's just as bad as the one that really sticks to my mind is do you know that film The Intruder in the 80s?
Yeah, and it's
and if you ever get a cover of that, it's got fucking Bruce Campbell. It's his first name's on it. He's at the end for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's the worst one.
Yeah, it is 12 feet deep. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, Gail drops her ring and goes to get it, and while they're down, Tobin Bell puts the
That's
tarp on.
the-
Not in a jigsaw type way.
Yeah, he
Just in a perfectly innocent type of way.
innocent guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to like fucking kill them or anything like that. That would have been a more entertaining film, actually. You know, it's like the voice just comes over on the loudspeaker.
You want to play a game?
Dan says, I just saw Tobin in this Saudi Arabian horror movie called The Cello. Now, I don't at this point know if Dan's just making a joke up, and this is just if this
Let's
is
have a look. I'll find this out, mate. I'll find this out.
That just sounds like the most random thing ever. Tobin Bell in a Saudi Arabian horror movie called The Cello.
Oh, hang on. What is it? The Cello movie?
Did you guys catch Leave? Yes, I've seen Leave the Wheel Behind, Jonathan. Yeah,
Right, right. There is The Cello. It's also got listen to this, mate. It's also got Jeremy Irons in it.
Oh, it must be artsy then if Jeremy Irons is in it.
Saudi
Arabia, they probably got paid about like fucking £40 million for that movie.
Fucking 200 million each.
You can imagine
like the same as the footballers are getting fucking every week over there.
Do you want to come and make a movie in Saudi Arabia? No, it's against my principles to make a movie where women are suppressed. Checkbook out. Okay, then.
It's like the Jordan Henderson of fucking actors.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, boy.
What's up, Lord?
He is. How you doing, buddy?
So, did you see Leave the Whale Behind? Jonathan's asking. The Netflix one?
Is that the one with Julia Robertson?
Yeah.
Not yet, mate. No, but
it's okay. It's not great.
I've been fucking working a lot over Christmas, mate. So I basically haven't really had a chance to watch anything new or get any videos out at all.
Yeah,
but I want to check it out.
Two families come together at like this rented property. There's basically been like sort of like a cyber attack on the United States.
Yeah.
Where all the internet's down, and it's just basically it's more like a character study about like these four people who, two couples and a couple of kids.
Basically what life used to be like in the 90s, yeah.
Yeah, basically,
before internet.
Yeah, but they kind of insinuate that, like, when I watched the first half an hour of the movie, I'm under the impression that they're like because they've gone to this like rented property. What I took to be in the middle of nowhere, deepest sort of rural, whatever. And then towards the end of the film, the camera pans up, and you can see that they're only like maybe like 10 miles from New York City. So it kind of like takes it out. So I'm thinking, well, it's like literally like Manhattan is like literally, 20 miles away. And that's like, so they weren't really in the middle of nowhere, it's not really relevant to the movie, but I just kind of lost that sort of like feeling of they're really like in the middle of nowhere. But Kevin Bacon pops up as like a survivalist. What's the word? Like a prepper, He's like he's prepared for the end of the world, basically,
Right. Okay.
But he's barely in the movie, but it's okay.
He's also in the new Beverly Hills Beverly Hills Cop movie.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, well, he was in the trailer anyway. I was like, oh, fucking hell. Kevin Bacon. Have you noticed the trailer to that, no?
I've not seen it, no. I've not seen the trailer.
Do you know what? It actually, I will say this, mate, it actually looks good. Just give me 2 seconds. I'll just have a quick bathroom break, mate, and I'll be back.
Okay, well, I'll put the link out there if anyone wants to jump on, because I know sometimes Lorne likes to jump in. So what else? I've totally lost my train of thought now. So like in terms of like non-horror movies dropping next year, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is another one which I mean I'm kind of like on board for, but I don't know whether that is just like maybe a bridge too far with this. I mean we've done the trilogy from like the late 2000s into the 2010s, and I'm thinking, do we really need more? Do we really need more Planet of the Apes movies at this point? I don't know. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Oh, it's all good, Lord. Don't worry, man. You don't want my snotty eyes and drooling, snotty face and drooling eyes on camera. Yeah, the last 3 Ape films are far better than they had any right to be. Really, I've got to say, I don't think anybody predicted they'd be as good as what they are. Right, we're just talking about. Let's just mention a couple of films which are non-horror related next year.
Oh yeah.
Got the new Planet of the Apes movie dropping.
Oh yeah, that Kingdom of the Apes or something it's called.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah. Looking forward to. Well,
I'll be up for that, mate. I love them.
yeah. I don't know. It's the timeline. It's like 100 years after.
After the last one.
Yeah, I think so. 100 or 200. I'm not sure.
Yeah, can't wait.
I mean, it's all going to lead up to a new Planet of the Apes movie, isn't it? That's what it's all leading up to.
That's what it's going to, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, eventually.
It wouldn't surprise me at the end of this new one. It'll be like the beginning of what the Planet of the Apes actually was, you know?
Yeah. Dune 2, can't wait. Love Dune. Looking forward to Dune 2. I think that's just going to be, I think it's dropping in like April or May. I think that's just going to be, well, if it's anything like the first movie, I just thought the first movie was fucking brilliant.
I still need to check that out.
Oh, it's you might like it, you might hate it. It's not one of those movies I can.
It's a Marmite movie for a lot of people.
Yeah,
like,
definitely. Definitely. Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire.
Yes.
Bringing back Bill Murray and bringing back Dan Aykroyd.
All over it, mate. All over it. I cannot fucking wait for. It's probably my most anticipated movie of next year.
I didn't know anything about it really until I knew there was something in the making, but I didn't know it was coming next year. I thought it was going to be like.
We got a little tease in New York Comic Con, and I couldn't say anything about it because we had to sign like a fucking little thing.
So you can't say anything.
No.
Who the fuck is watching this channel?
I know, but just in case,
you could spoil everything, and no one's gonna know.
No, I don't know. Like the fucking there was. I don't know like real fucking inside information, but we had to sign like this little fucking. I was weird. Anyway, but yeah, man. Like I knew there was one. It was more like there was one coming up, and it was going to be soon. It was supposed to be out like December originally, so it wasn't like big news. But yeah, I'm so looking forward to it, man. Like I think there'll be a lot of Ghostbuster fans that will like this more than Afterlife because
I think most people will.
Like the original group are in this for the entirety of the movie.
It's set in New York, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, it's back in. I went there on my trip as well. Fucking love seeing that firehouse, mate. It was awesome. But yeah, all the OGs are there. Like the original boys are in it for the entire movie. Mixing with the new ones, and you know, and this new threat turns up. But there's going to be like surprise. There's going to be like more kind of surprises from the older movies that are going to pop up as well. I think Slime has already been named, so it's not a spoiler. Like they've already come out and said that Slime is in this.
Who's playing Slimer? Is it Michelle McCarthy?
Probably. So that would be awesome, though, wouldn't it? But yeah, Smiler rocks up. I really can't wait for this film, mate. I just and it's a very Ghostbusters is a very nostalgic thing for me.
Yeah. I mean, anything that destroys
Jay, I'm joking.
Anything that destroys the memory of Ghostbusters 2016 is all good in my eyes, you know.
No. The only thing that we knew, mate. Oh, there you go. Yeah, cheers, Dan. Jay, I was kidding. I didn't have to sign the fucking. I'm taking a piss. But we were supposed to get like a lot more kind of fucking information about it.
Hey, what's up, John?
Hey, he is.
I think you're muted. You're muted, mate.
How about now?
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, we can hear you now.
There we go, boys. How we doing?
What's up, man? What's up?
Well, good, buddy.
Good?
Boys, it is late for y'all, man.
It's very late for us. Yeah, it's 10 to 2. Well, but you know, Dave works nights.
It's early. Yeah, it's early for me, man.
Should have got up. I like the lights behind you, Dave. I don't remember those being there.
Oh no, they're new. You know,
like
very
'em.
festive and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah, thanks very much.
You're an official streamer now, man.
I try to be.
Well, I'm trying to persuade him to start streaming, but he still he won't. He won't. He just won't do it.
I'll leave that for you professionals, mate. You know what I mean? I'm happy just filming my videos and then just putting them out. I don't need to be live. No one wants to see me live. It's fine.
Oh,
I'll leave it up to you guys.
When I try to film videos, it takes forever because I delete them. And I'm like, this is terrible. Who would want to look at that? I can't.
I've gone past that stuff. I just think, yeah, fuck them and put it out.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Yeah.
I like your audio. I like your audio sounding nice, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Sounded-
It's just
Oh,
it's the same mic you have. So
Is it? It
Yeah.
just sounds really crisp and it's coming through nice.
well, nice.
I'll tell you what, Mike, you nearly had a new mic if you would have won that quiz because I would have given it to you.
Oh, I know. Yeah. No, I'm quite. I quite like this Blue Yeti, but it's just the fucking connection. It just fucks up every 5. You know, constantly have to check.
Yep. I had to get a new angled. I was trying to. You couldn't see it, but it's a 90-degree cable. That's what you have to do to fix that.
Yeah, it's just it's a pain in the fucking ass.
Yep.
So what's been going on? What are you looking forward to next year, man? Because we've been talking about what's dropping and shit, and
Boys, I'll be honest. I'm far too high to remember anything coming out next year. I'm not. I mean, I could look it up, but I don't know anything off the top of my head right now. Let me see.
But here you go. It is a better one for you. What about the year just gone? That's about to end. What did you enjoy? What did you enjoy the most, and what were you disappointed with?
So my favorite movie of the year was Oppenheimer.
Okay, I still need to watch that.
Oh, buddy, it is.
I've heard
it's a
a
good
lot
watch.
of good things. Yeah,
It's 3 hours and change, but it's you don't feel it at all. Like it's. I haven't finished Killers of the Flower Moon. It'll be up there.
yeah.
I feel like, but not a whole lot of great horror this year for me. I mean, there was good stuff, but nothing to write home about for me. I need a break for a while. I need some good normie movies,
Yeah.
Leave the World Behind. That was one of them. That was a really fun thought experiment movie.
Yeah, I liked it. I just
The Obamas produced it, man. That messed me up.
I know that was a bit. I was thinking, why the fuck is Obama involved?
I had to
in this movie?
rewind it. I was like,
Yeah.
What?
Were you looking for? Was you looking? I was like, there was certain elements of the movie where where they're trying to explain the cyber attack. Going, nobody's behind it. These things just happen. I'm thinking, oh really? Oh yeah, nobody's involved. It's just random. It's like thinking, oh, is this you're trying to say that individuals aren't behind shit that goes on, and it's just this just random events and
if you try to, you'll start ascribing meaning to menial things in that movie. But I don't know. I 3 or 4 times I was like, I know what it is. I got it. It's fucking aliens. Nope.
I was kind of hoping it was.
I really wanted to. I like Alien. Another good one this year. I don't know if you guys have talked about it. No One Will Save You.
Yes, that the Asian movie.
Flick. Yeah, that was fun.
I don't know.
You didn't care for it.
I felt like I
love the idea of it. That was the thing. Just the execution, I thought was. I don't know. The ending fucking baffled me, mate. I didn't have a fucking Scooby-Doo. What the fuck?
Did you guys watch any trailers or anything for it?
No.
Or did you see? I hit it blind, and it kind of shocked me. I think it's why I love it. It's like that actual little alien pops out, and I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, because you kind of think it's going to be one of those movies where they just suggest, and they're going to suggest aliens, and you never gonna see it, and it's just there front and center
in frame.
Fucking hell, man!
Immediately, here's an alien. Fucking deal with it. We got an hour and a half of this.
It was. I'd need to watch it again, but I think my initial reaction to it was it was good. It was okay. It was good. Just the ending fucking lost me massively. I didn't get what was going on.
Yeah, it was fucking. It was really weird. It was weird, no doubt. Different though. Different.
Oh yeah.
I just saw Night Swim pop up here on this list I'm looking at. Sorry, I gotta look into it.
That's for January.
Oh, that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. January.
The one thing about that No One Will Save You, the one thing about that movie is like from like the opening 30 minutes, you're thinking, there's no dialogue in this movie. And then when she goes into the town and she goes into the police station and still nothing gets said, I'm thinking, oh, come on.
Well, now it's weird.
Something would have been said in this scene. And then it's like,
now it's just weird.
Fuck, come on. That's just like, and if there's definitely going to be no dialogue in this movie whatsoever now, and it's like, which is fine, but the scene in the town, I'm thinking
that's ambitious, dude. Think about that. Like, I'm gonna make a movie. There's no dialogue, and it's gonna be suspenseful somehow. It's gonna be damn suspenseful. That's a lot to do.
Isn't that new movie Silent? Is it called Silent Night? Isn't that like got
the John Woo movie?
Yeah, is that like no dialogue in that as well?
I don't know.
I think he doesn't talk, the main character.
Okay, so there is right. Okay, I thought maybe. Lorne says, if I get to the theatre, I'll see. Here's we. Lorne mentions a movie I can't pronounce typically. I'll see Salah Part 1 Ceasefire.
Mate, it's being from Liverpool. Like we're not supposed to pronounce shit like this.
Liverpool.
It's not looking promising. That
you guys have the best of the Brits accents, by the way. The
I
Liverpool
think we do.
accent is by far. If it's not Cockney, it's fucking Liverpool.
Well, the thing is, though, mate, me and Mike don't actually have we don't have a typical Scouse accent, do we? Well, I don't.
It's probably not as strong as.
It's not strong.
If you want a really strong like Liverpool accent, do you know do you watch the UFC?
Yeah.
Do you know Paddy Pimblett? Paddy the Baddy?
Yes, that's
if you listen to Paddy talk, that's a proper strong. Like,
it's hard to pinpoint where that dude's from. It's just all marbles, man.
Yeah.
It's just...
That's
that's a strong Scouse accent.
Oi, mate.
Yeah.
Oi, mate.
See, that's just like genetic sort of Cockney.
Generic Cockney. Just watch Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch, and The Gentleman. That's probably your fucking.
I love The Gentleman.
Gentleman's fucking awesome, mate.
Fucking great movie, man.
It's good stuff.
Hugh Grant is so good in that film, man.
It's just so different. It's just
brilliant.
I think it's the only time I've never seen him playing like just the typical. He always plays Hugh Grant, and then in this movie he's just playing someone totally different. Yeah. And so I love fucking.
Oi, mate.
Colin Farrell.
No, Sons of Anarchy. Fucking.
Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam. Hunnam's great.
Good, yeah, he is. Everyone's great in it. It's fantastic. You can hear a bong being hit there. Yes. What do you mean, though? You're supposed to fucking mute yourself as well, You
can put it. You can do that on stream. It doesn't matter.
Realize.
Listen,
you can just do it. It's fine.
You don't have to censor yourself on this.
You won't get cancelled here, mate.
No, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't fucking whatever y'all's ATF is bust down your door. Be like,
no. I think we'll be fine.
We wouldn't answer it.
No,
it's all right.
Hey, fuck off.
I don't think they're watching my stream somehow.
Yeah, I think Mike's all right.
Yeah, we all have an NSA guy though. There's always it's that one dude that the government assigns to watch all your shit.
Who's that? If I were British, I would be Cockney. Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. If I could have any other accent than mine, I'd probably go for a Cockney accent. What about you, Mike? That's a great question.
No, I'd go for like fucking like mafioso New York. Like sort of like.
No, I meant like British. If you had to pick another British one.
Yeah, probably probably Cockney. Yeah.
Yeah.
But well, then what American dialect would you pick?
No, I'd probably pick like New York, like mafia type.
I'd be a Californian teenage girl.
You go for the Valley Girl accent?
I don't know. Yeah.
Like Paris Hilton.
But
oh my God.
looking like this. Yeah.
That is
oh my God.
That is so crazy that you would say something like that.
Oh my god!
Why would you?
We've seen. We've
That's
seen
the best
far
I could do.
What is it, like a southern accent, like an American southern accent?
Well, what do we think of him as? It's more like like a Bayou accent, isn't it? I don't know.
Oh, that's the best one. Like,
Yeah. I can't do it. I'm not even going to attempt to try this on a live stream on YouTube anyway.
I
when
think
Christian gets to drinking a little bit, it comes out.
Yeah.
So we need him.
I think I've done a southern accent with you, Jonathan.
Probably.
I think
I'm high most of the time, so I don't remember most interactions.
Yeah, I think I said talk like that.
Hey, it's good, man. I like it. Kind of like Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
That's like something out the fucking Burt Reynolds movie. What's that called? Deliverance.
I've got to fuck it. I'll go get my banjo.
That's a proper Scouser trying to do a Southern American accent right there. I love it.
Yeehaw, balls.
Oh, it reminds me because I've been talking about like
Squeal like a pig, boy.
Talking about Valley Girls and like that whole
Yeah.
like the guess what movie's getting fucking remade and coming out next year? Fucking Mean Girls.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck it
Mean
up,
Girls
dude.
2024.
Well, it's
There
getting
was only
remade.
like 2 big movies like for a generation of my generation, and one of those was Mean Girls for sure. The girls of like that generation absolutely love that movie. I like that movie. I think it's fucking hilarious.
It's a great movie.
And super bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, super bad. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
those were the last 2, I think. You know what? I'd not even go. Those are the last 2 like big teenage movies that like an entire generation and culture like identified with.
We don't really get films like that now. Like
No,
like
you
the
can't.
Tree, mate.
The 2000s was kind of like the last decade where we got like good, so like not just teen movies, but like I think movies like the Hangover. You know,
Yeah, that was like 2010, like, and that's really late for that kind of humor, really.
Yeah, it's just gone now, and it's kind of everyone takes it.
There's no comedy. What's the last comedy movie?
You can't laugh at anything anymore. It's just like
you know, that's a very good point. What is the last comedy movie?
You either watched like an action comedy, or you watched like a romantic comedy, or maybe even a horror comedy, but not just a flat out stupid comedy movie.
Because if anyone's offended by that, then it's not allowed. So.
Because wasn't one of the actors came out recently and said American Pie wouldn't be made today?
Oh, absolutely.
It wouldn't.
And I thought, no, I know, but I thought, oh, why? Why not?
Because people are too sensitive now.
It makes fucking no
it
sense.
It makes box office sense to make a movie like that.
Absolutely, it does.
But
are they not realizing now that if you're going woke, you're going fucking broke? Because Disney have suffered.
Yeah, but they don't seem to care though. That's the thing. I don't understand. It's like they constantly churn out shit that nobody likes.
It's because the indoctrination's more important than the profit.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Certainly for Disney.
Yeah.
The thing is, though,
they need their sex comedy. Every generation needs it.
Absolutely. Like I said, the 80s was Porky's, right?
Yep.
90s. Okay, it was late 90s going into 2000s. Was American Pie. So then another generation needs it. It's fun. It's comedy. It's jokes.
Because that's something that especially teenage boys.
Yeah.
You're usually not the cool kid, right? So you feel awkward about girls. And what was the main character in every one of those movies? Some little awkward, normal dude
that ended up with the fittest woman on the planet.
And it kind of taught you like
it gave you a dream.
Well, it taught you like everybody kind of feels like that, man.
Yes,
like, everybody's got their own shit.
Yes,
like that. It's needed. Like honestly,
yeah, it's needed, but it gives you hope. Like yes,
well, actually,
I may be able to sleep with the hottest girl in school.
Exactly.
You know, so
Superbad was probably the 2000 sex comedy.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
I mean,
is when we
Superbad's hilarious, man. I
was a senior in high school when Superbad came out, so like I was the fucking demographic, man. I feel so lucky for that.
Yeah. Did you have a fake ID with McLovin on it?
I had a T-shirt with the fucking McLovin ID. Everybody did. Like it was like they were handing them out. I think I don't.
I love it, man.
Everybody was quoting that shit. Like it was, it's cringy looking back, but we loved it.
Oh, fucking superb, man.
Yeah, Lauren hasn't unlocked that emotion yet.
well, comedy emotion.
Well, it's like you're talking about, like, you know, in terms of sex comedies, but like in terms of TV shows, I mean, Dave, you'll vouch for me on this one. I mean, by the time this came out, I was obviously about 30, but you know, we had the In-Betweeners TV show,
Yeah,
which was like, I know
Didn't they try to Americanize
they
that?
did, and it was fucking terrible.
it was. Oh, mate, you can't. Right, there's certain things where
It was very offensive for today's audience. I'll just say that. It was only 15 years ago, but it's already.
Oh yeah.
You couldn't make it now because just they just used the word gay randomly just to describe. If they say something,
that used to be what that was. It described something you didn't.
The thing that baffled me about that all, mate, was like the In-Betweeners is a very British sitcom, right? It's very British.
Yeah.
And the fact that, and no offense, mate, you know, I love America, but the fact that America thought they could remake that and have it didn't make any sense, mate, because it just the humor is so different.
Well, it's
like,
usually a problem if they try to stick to, like, was it the IT Crowd?
Yeah.
There's actually an American pilot of that, and it's a shot-for-shot remake of the pilot for the British series.
Yeah,
and it's just the humor doesn't translate. Like, you have to make it your own. The Office,
but I'm pretty sure that you guys in America get our British accent anyway. Comedy. I'm pretty sure that you
no,
not at all.
No, really? I love British. I love some British comedy, right? And there's some stuff that's way too fucking British. Now, my wife,
I love that shit.
So, like, no offense, like nothing. Like my wife, there's a ton.
I thought we were
shit.
like pretty similar. It baffles me though.
I'll put it this way: there's a British TV show that I like to watch from time to time called Coupling. Okay.
Yes.
I love
great.
That show. Like I think that's where How I Met Your Mother. I think they stole the premise kind of from Coupling.
Coupling was great.
My wife just gets fucking. She just zones out. She's like, I have no idea what's happening. I can't understand anything. Yeah. So it
amazes me, man.
It's not 1-to-1.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like I bet you guys probably think that the British Office, although it came first, you think it's the better of the two.
100%.
Yeah. See, you will not find a single human being in America that says that ever.
That's why Ricky Gervais gets pissed off.
I love Ricky Gervais.
Is that why he takes his awards off him when he's fucking there? Like, nope, I love that.
Did you watch his new special? Either you?
Yeah.
It's brilliant, mate.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but you know what the weird thing is, though? The weird thing is, man, like, I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for everyone else, but like American comedy translates well to British, I think. I always find it weird how it doesn't go the other way.
It
Mike,
is weird.
You may speak up on that a little bit, but don't you find it a bit strange?
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
A little bit. I love certain American sitcoms. I mean, I used to love Married with Children. Married with Children.
Married with Children was awesome.
Which is really more of a parody of a sitcom. I could imagine American sitcom unbearable to you guys.
Oh no, I love it.
Really?
The thing about the thing I love about Married with Children, it's kind of like this. It's that late 80s, early 90s setting as well, and it's that it's like the American dream. Al works in a fucking shoe store. He's got this enormous house.
It's true.
It looks fucking amazing.
With a good-looking wife who's a good bit younger than him.
What I mean? Yeah, and it's like, and he thinks he's downtrodden. And I'm like, fuck me, man. I'll take some of that any day of the week.
First of all,
you need to live in Liverpool.
You fucking point me to the shoe store that pays a wage.
Exactly.
That a man can live in that house on one income, and I'm selling shoes there too, man.
But I mean, I love
exactly, mate. Exactly.
I used to love. Is it Rules of Engagement? I used to like from the 2000s. I really
like. What about like King of Queens? Did you guys
loved it?
Yeah, I love Everybody Loves Raymond. Love Everybody because I think that transcends countries. Yeah. Everybody can relate to being married.
Everyone loves Raymond. I loved Frasier.
Love Frasier.
Love Frasier. I haven't tried watching the new ones yet though because we've got it. We've got
Have you
our
se-
boy from the UK, Rodney
Yeah.
from Only Fools and Horses, is in that.
Yes.
No one American will know who the fuck we're talking about with that
Nope.
one.
Nope.
Yeah. He's one of our
Exactly.
most beloved sitcom.
Beloved actors ever.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
in Frasier now. He's the I don't know who.
Oh,
I
he's
haven't looked yet.
Arthur.
That's
Yeah.
him.
He's Frasier's buddy. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
hilarious, dude. He
Yeah.
has a really bad drinking problem.
Yeah,
He's
if you
like,
if you were to talk to anyone from the UK, mate, they will all say Rodney. And the reason why he played Rodney in probably the greatest sitcom in the UK, would you say? Only
yeah,
Fools
I
and
would,
Horses?
I would say so.
Ever.
What is
Yeah.
it?
It's called
Only
Only.
Fools and Horses, it's called.
Yeah,
Huh.
It's brilliant, mate.
It's about
It's very
two,
It
British.
sounds very British.
It's very
It
British.
sounds extra British, man.
It is, man. It's great, though. It's awesome. I love
Dude.
it. But that's where I'm made up to see him in that, though. Like, he's actually kind of broke America a little bit.
He's really good in it. And here's the thing, though. Like, I love Frasier. Like, I love Cheers. I loved the entirety of Frasier. And Kelsey Grammer is 100% on. He is
Yeah.
perfect in this new series. It's Frasier.
Well, he is free.
Yeah, he just is that guy.
He
Yeah.
is that guy, yeah.
The supporting cast around him, although fun,
Hmm.
and they do a fine job. It's not fucking David Hyde Pierce and John Mulaney.
Yeah. No.
You know, it's not, and that's
No.
unfortunate.
But it's its own thing, though. Like, it doesn't.
I mean, it sets itself up almost identically to Frasier,
Right.
and then there's some weird shit that I don't care for that it does to explain away problems that I don't care for. It's like, oh, Frasier's rich. Here's why.
All right.
Like, here's why, if he's super fucking
Right.
rich, right? Like, it's just like, well, that's a problem solver at the beginning of the fucking show. Is he's ungodly rich?
Right. Okay.
The thing about Fraser as well is like when at the time that came out, we never really seen that sort of like American character certainly in the UK, like
No.
this very upper class sort of like
No, not at all.
well-to-do. He was very much like
A lot of
Oh,
that's
it
pretty
was like a-
smart humor. Like,
yeah, he's almost like a very British like upper
He
class
is.
gentleman.
Well, that was British.
Was he? Okay.
Well,
Probably.
I think the actor was. I don't know
Yeah,
whether
John
his character
Mahoney
is.
was British. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, though,
Every time you listen to him, like his English accent fucking came out
course.
sometimes. Like, you know what I mean?
Daphne,
she was from
super-
Manchester.
super fucking British.
Yeah. No, it had it had British kind of influence in that series.
Hmm.
Definitely.
Still, like, the best episode is when Patrick Stewart is on and he thinks that Frasier's gay. And so he just pretends to be
Really?
gay because he likes him so much because he's this like this opera conductor and he's like living the high life. So he just pretends to be gay with Patrick Stewart.
Well,
Oh,
David,
I've never seen that. I'd love to watch
That's the
that.
best episode of Frasier.
Yeah.
I've always dreamed of being in a power couple.
That sounds awesome.
well, David Hyde Pierce, he's gay. He is gay in real life, isn't he? Right?
Yeah.
I feel.
Is
Have
he?
you ever seen a Perfect Host, the horror movie with him?
I
No.
don't think so.
Oh my boys, write it down, find it. He is fucking terrifying in that movie.
Oh, okay.
What's it called? What's it
Uh,
called again?
Perfect Host, I think.
How long ago did that come out?
I want to say like 10 years or so.
Perfect Host.
The Perfect Host 2010. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so a little longer than that, 14 years ago now.
Is it
Oh
like
my god,
Add it to watch list.
amazing.
yeah, I've got loads here.
Yeah, I've got about fucking 400 films on my.
Oh
my
yeah,
phone.
here he is.
Clayne Crawford is in that too. I forgot about that. Another
Perfect.
good-
So it's like a dinner. He's hosting a dinner kind of thing.
Oh, that's not even. It's so fucking wild. Like, yeah, dude robs a bank. This is the synopsis. Dude robs a bank.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
Busts into David Hyde Pierce's house and takes him hostage.
Right.
You really shouldn't be taking David Hyde Pierce hostage.
Oh, I love shit like that though. It's like we were talking about before. You don't knock on the wrong door.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love shit like that. Like
Don't
he was
breathe.
saying, if strangers knocked on fucking John Matrix's door, it's
Mhm.
over. It's over in 10 minutes.
Over.
They took out. I love films like that. Right? Okay. Yeah, that's sound.
Perfect
Yeah.
Host should be a cheap Blu-ray for you guys. Oh man, you guys, your Arrow, the UK Arrow this year was killer.
Yeah. We get lucky on that stuff.
Oh, Arrow's the best in the game right now.
Yeah.
In terms
Either
of
one
like,
of you guys get that Hellraiser set?
I'm
Yeah.
not the biggest. I'm not the biggest Hellraiser fan.
Those first 4 movies, I am.
I actually like the latest movie.
I
I
did
actually
too.
thought that was okay. That's
Me
like
too.
surprised, but
I dug it.
I loved it. Do you know what? I actually thought the Pinhead really kind of suited being female as well. I actually quite liked it, to be honest. I was like, yeah, all right. She creeped me out and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked how like all their outfits were just made out of like their skin. Like there was-
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah. It was good, man. I liked it. I hope
I
it breathed new life in the franchise. I hope we get another one.
I don't think it did. I think
No,
it
I don't think it thinks it's been
came
it's
out
been
of-
fucking quiet ever since.
yeah, I think they're making less
Yeah.
now. They're-
Yeah. But I thought it was great.
We got it on Hulu over here. How did you guys end up with it?
Took us a while, you know.
What's our equivalent of Hulu over here?
Disney. Something.
Disney
Is it?
owns them both.
Oh,
There's
Disney
20th
owns
Century
it.
Fox in it.
Yeah, so they own the whole thing now.
I ended up watching the new Hellraiser on a legal stream.
Oh, there you
Yes.
are. Because I knew they wouldn't put it. I knew they wouldn't put it out on Disney Plus. Can you imagine just
Yeah,
turn on
we
Disney
didn't.
Plus? it's
We
right
didn't get
there.
it for we didn't get it for ages in the UK. I literally had to watch it on the stream when it was released to.
So does Disney
watch it,
Plus does Disney Plus put all their like more adult stuff through a different streaming service?
Well, the thing is,
Well-
I'm pretty sure when Prey came out, it came straight out on Disney Plus as well.
It came to Hulu here. I was about to say
It was Hulu
here,
there,
Hulu.
and it was Disney Plus for
So
us.
what I do is when Hulu gets something that's like family friendly, it's
Yeah.
usually on Disney Plus over there. So I'll VPN it because I can't do 4K on Hulu over here. First, I don't think that's an option. So
Right.
if I want to watch something in 4K, I have to watch it on Disney Plus. So I'll just move my VPN over there and watch it that way.
Yeah. Weird enough.
No, I'm getting. I mean, Disney just they just own too much shit now. It's like really
Yeah.
fucking pisses me off. Like it's just
It's
just-
bad.
they buy everything and it's just like and they ruin everything they fucking
Yeah.
touch now just turns to shit. I mean,
I do
Like
think
Marvel,
Deadpool looks pretty good though. Deadpool 3 does look fun.
it does look good. That's I
Only
was saying-
movie they have next year that Marvel's got coming out at all.
I was saying that before, mate. I'm looking forward to it,
It
but
looks
I
good.
really hope they allow Ryan Reynolds to take the piss out of them as well.
yeah. Because if we don't,
I hope they've got to. I mean, come on.
Do you think they're going to go for PG-13? That's going to
I hope
fucking
not.
kill it.
fucking hope not.
If it comes out fucking PG-13, mate, it's done. It's finished.
Yeah, it won't be good. And I mean, there's some wild stuff showing up in the behind the scenes photos for that. Like the
Yeah.
Fantastic Four car is in there at some point.
None of that was supposed to fucking come out, though,
Yeah.
was it? It's like
The Hugh Jackman and the yellow. We're
Yeah.
finally going to see that, like the yellow tights.
yeah. I hope it's good, mate. I really do. Because I love Deadpool. I love Deadpool 1. I love Deadpool 2.
Oh yeah, that's the best I think
Yeah.
they've done with any superhero.
The Deadpool character is perfect to take the piss out of Disney because he can
Yeah.
break that fourth wall.
Yeah.
So I hope they allow him just something, just acknowledge something that you fucked up. Just acknowledge something
Even if it's just like
And
a
allow
poster
us-
on a wall or something, just like something like
Exactly.
an Easter egg.
and allow
Like-
us as the audience to sit there and understand what you're saying without really saying it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I would love something like that to happen, but I don't
Yeah.
think Disney would. I
No,
don't think they have the balls to do it.
I can't figure out their strategy. They're just like spending all the money on Earth to not make any.
I'm promoting the wrong shit.
Yeah.
If 2023 has taught Disney anything, so someone in that boardroom has to sit there and go, "We fucked up here."
Yeah.
It's got to be somebody. It's got
Did
to
you
be.
see? Did you
Look,
see?
we can't
punish
carry
them?
on.
They'll punish them with a nice, juicy severance package. Okay.
yeah,
They'll
yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead and pay them through the end of the year because that's just what they do.
Did you see Elon
Yeah.
Musk just like destroy Bob Iger on in that interview he did?
Be right back.
No, I haven't seen it, mate. No.
I think I don't know. It's like I think Bob Iger was threatening to pull advertising from Twitter.
Right.
And he'd been on talking on this like panel, in front of a live audience. But Elon Musk was also in the same building, and he was due on, later on in the show, and he was getting interviewed, and he was getting asked about, what he thought about, Disney, not advertising on X.
Yeah.
And Elon just went, "Go fuck yourself." It's just like he directed right at Bob Iger, the big head honcho at Disney.
Yeah.
And Bob Iger's like probably sat in the fucking crowd, and he's just go fuck yourself, Bob. It's just like, oh, fucking yes.
Yeah, and then he had to reiterate, go fuck yourself.
It's like,
go fuck yourself.
Like, you're threatening the richest man in the world. I'm not going to advertise.
I don't care.
This is how we get super villains, man. Right
there. You never threaten someone that has fuck you money.
Yeah, and he's got.
We could just go fuck you.
Serious fuck you money.
Yeah. That is. Yeah, I mean, you have a bigger GDP than a lot of countries.
Yeah. Fucking. I hope Elon Musk is a good guy and he's not just a fucking. He seems to be okay, but
I'm sure he's not a good guy.
No. Sure, he's not. What?
You don't get to the billion, the B word.
He seems to hate. He seems to hate all this woke shit, which
I'm sure he has good qualities, but I doubt
which I'm kind of for, because I fucking hate all that shit as well. So I'm kind of like, well, I hope he's got some kind of, that thing with him.
Yeah, I mean, he brought back a lot of people on Twitter who'd been banned, and for not really doing much wrong, and it's like, so I mean, fair play for him for that. I mean, I remember watching the previous, that Jack Dorsey, the previous boss of Twitter.
Yeah,
he was on Joe Rogan.
All right,
he had him in his fucking some woman, like lawyer type woman with him, who's like like his spokesperson, and he just got fucking destroyed. Why have you taken this person off? Why do you why are you more favorable to certain people? And they just got totally destroyed on Joe Rogan. It was just
Saint Rogan.
Yeah, I like Joe Rogan.
I like Joe Rogan as well.
Just if there's a fucking clip on YouTube and it's Joe Rogan with bear or fucking dog or any sort of animal, I just immediately click on it and just it's just like.
I like watching Joe Rogan and pretending I'm smart.
I got my whole. I got to know Joe Rogan through Joey Diaz, watching Joey Diaz videos. That's how I got to watch Joe Rogan. Joey Diaz is fucking hilarious.
Living like a doctor.
That's it. Living life like a doctor. Look, if there's any person in this world I would love to meet just once for like 5 seconds and just shake his hand.
I want one of those scars of death, man. I think I could hang. I think I could hang.
He used to get his fucking co-star fucked up with that. Do you remember watching his podcast?
Poor man. Like, he's dying slowly on the front of the camera. There's an episode that they did with Pauly Shore where he gives him scars that they never released because Pauly just fucking passed out.
Oh, Joey Diaz is awesome, mate. I love him. Love him so much.
Have you ever seen? There's a great clip on YouTube. It's with Joe Rogan. He's got Eddie Bravo on, and Eddie's trying to convince Joe about a flat Earth, and Joe's just like scratching his head. She's like, and Joe's just like saying, that's when you look out to sea, and he goes, that's the horizon is like the Earth, and then Eddie just goes. He just won't listen. He just keeps on reiterating what he's saying. He's just like he won't accept. And
he also doesn't believe that space is real.
No, and Joe's just like, oh my god, it's just like, and Eddie's just like, and I love Eddie Bravo. I love his conspiracy theories, but like that one's too far for me.
I miss
too far for me.
Bravo being on it all the time, though.
Yeah,
I miss him being on all the time, and not Shab and them. I'm really glad they're not on most of the time now.
Yeah, it's
Callan.
See you later, buddy.
I love the crazy conspiracy talk. I mean, I don't know where that flat Earth one. Where did they get that? I mean, I just can't get my head around that one. I can get my head around. I mean, I like a conspiracy theory. I'm down with some of them, which I probably can't talk about on YouTube. But flat Earth, it's just like I can't understand how people.
Flat Earth seems to just be. I'm hoping that most people are flat earthers. Ironically,
Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping for.
because I mean, the footage I've seen looks pretty convincing from like, But
I'm pretty convinced it's a globe. It's a sphere. I'd bet quite a bit of money on that.
yeah, I will say one thing though: did we shit go to the moon? Bullshit.
I think we did. I'll explain
I
why.
think we did.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I think we did.
I've got my doubts.
Oh, here we go. Go on then.
Only because, hear me out, right?
Yeah.
So, how far have we progressed in terms of technology in the last even 20 years?
Okay.
Look how far we've progressed in the last 40 years, last 50 years. It's just gone at such a rate. It's mind-boggling. But the most technologically advanced thing in terms of travel we've ever done was 54 years ago.
You know why we don't do it anymore, and like why we're just now getting back into it.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah,
it's being privately funded now. It's a losing proposition to go to the moon. You make $0 going to the moon. All you do is waste resources and everything else on a bottom line. It does not make fiscal sense to put time and dedication into anything past the moon because we barely did it then. It only made sense to come back to it once we had the technology to kind of do it better.
I guess we'll find out in the next. I mean, I'll probably be dead by then, but let's just say in like 40 years from now, if we still haven't gone back, then I think there'd be serious questions would be being asked. And if we do go back and things don't tally up with how things were in '69, people will be like,
Lauren's right as well. India just landed a rover on the south pole of the moon, which is huge because we've never been to that side of the moon.
Yeah.
And there is evidence of water once being.
Well, that would make sense.
Maybe there was life.
Who knows, man?
Well, they reckon there might be life. They reckon there might be life. I think it's one of Jupiter's moons that they want to go send a probe out there, and it's like there's like a frozen sea. They reckon they've got like a lot of ice on there, and they reckon if they can dig, I don't know, but
I'll tell you what, mate. I am a firm believer that there is life out there that are far advanced than us that have been watching us for a long time.
See, man, I wonder if it's just time.
I'm a firm believer in
I'm on the time traveler thing now. I think the aliens that we're seeing and the vehicles,
time travelers,
and time machines. I'm settling with that one for right now.
Oh, that's good though.
It's fun, right?
But I like that.
It's more fun
because that's like if you ever watch that, you ever see them photos where they're taking pictures. Think, well, how does he have a mobile phone? How does he have this? And you're thinking, well, yeah.
Well, like if you think if you believe in evolution, like what is where do we go from here in evolution? We probably get smaller, bigger heads. Like
maybe
we probably look like those little grays, man.
Yeah.
I was thinking like interdimensional. So they're coming
that
from,
one
like,
too, dude.
Maybe it's so fucking exciting to think about.
Who fucking knows, dude? We're just hanging out here. We don't know what the fuck's going on.
No.
Coming from the sea.
Who knows? We don't know anything about that motherfucker either. And the last thing we sent down there to check it out fucking exploded.
That.
You guys watched anything on that? Fucking Ocean Gate stuff. Oh, that's a fucking rabbit hole.
Gee. The thing is, though, the only good thing about them people being in there is they didn't even know they're dead now. Like they're gone. It just happened.
Yeah.
You know? That's the only good thing.
I don't know about that because I've seen some stuff where it's like the way that carbon fiber would collapse would allow you would hear like cracking well before it popped. And they were most likely traveling back up as fast as possible. which would suck. Either way, it sucks. You're
Oh,
toothpaste.
it's fucking shite.
Yeah, you're just paste.
You'd never get me down there. Fuck that.
No, I would never even.
And you
fucking-
know what? The window on that bitch was like this big. Like I think we could have sent a camera down there and I would have got the gist of it. Like if we're all like huddled around a fucking porthole this big.
But they trying to go further down than originally anyone else has gone down, or
No, they've gone down. People have gone down that far. There's just never been a commercialized carbon fiber, especially submarine.
Ah.
It could take many because like James Cameron invented.
He's
this
been
thing.
been deeper than
done it
anybody.
So many times. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
he's
James
on the
Cameron's
trench.
been deeper than anyone on Earth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like he designed that one person sub
Right.
that dives like super low.
That'd freak me out. That going down.
And
down.
Yeah,
that
I
other
know.
weird ass millionaire dude, that Richard something Hammond, is that him? He owns Virgin Mobile.
Oh, Branson.
Richard Branson.
Richard Branson. Yeah, he fucking had a sweet ass submarine that he dove super deep in that he put Virgin on the side of.
I can't think of anything more terrifying than going down there and just seeing all these fucking wacky creatures. Oh my god.
You guys
That-
ever been scuba diving?
No.
That's terrifying. I used to do it a lot when I was younger. Doing it at night is like the scariest shit. Like in the open ocean, you have this little bitty fucking flashlight that only goes like a foot in front of you. Because water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's fucking eels come out of nowhere. It's fucking terrifying.
I mean, where you went scuba diving is the sharks or
Yeah,
Yeah.
I only seen one, and it was like,
Oh,
like
fucking one's enough.
it was like a wreath shark. No. Don't think. I mean, little guy, little.
All right.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been the end of that for me.
Yeah, just a little wreath shark, man. Nothing big. Tons of sea turtles, though.
it's just what the fuck? It's like that the Steve Irwin guy, he was just
Yeah.
scuba
Stingray?
diving stuff. Stingray and
Stingray won it. Just boom. Yeah.
I still don't feel right about stingrays, man. I see him at the aquarium. I'm like, bitch.
Yeah.
My daughter wants to go look at them. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, we don't associate with their kind. Took out Steve.
I mean, this is the guy who was feeding fucking crocodiles with his little baby in his arm, and it's just like he got took out by a fucking stingray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Nuts,
almost
isn't it?
died on the set of The Abyss.
Yeah. That would have been a horrible set for a movie to
I want to
be.
understand working with that dude in general is a nightmare. Like,
Yeah.
Whatever.
Even Arnie says that.
He's just a nightmare person, from what I understand. And who the fuck cares about those avatars?
There's a reason why Leonardo DiCaprio has never worked with him again.
Yeah.
And he's one of the biggest actors in the world. There's a reason.
I didn't know Ron Perlman almost drowned on Alien Resurrection.
Oh, there's a bit talking about piece of shit people. Ron Perlman's a fucking prick.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
That sucks.
Well, I mean, that's just my opinion. He just, from what I've seen, he's a bit of a, not the fan. I'm not the.
He's an
biggest fan.
ugly motherfucker. I know
Like,
that.
he's got his head is the size of a fucking.
It doesn't look right, right?
No.
Like it's like he didn't evolve enough.
No, he's definitely the missing
Like he
link.
stopped midway.
He is the missing link. That guy.
His nose is like this big.
Yeah, he's just. Oh god.
What was that? What was that show he was on? Was it Beast? Is that what it was called?
Beauty, was it Beauty and the Beast? Was he the Beast?
He was the
He
Beast.
was,
He
yeah.
barely had any makeup. on.
In the 80s. In the
Yeah.
90s or whatever it was.
It's just his normal face.
Yeah, it's just him with long hair.
Dan says I met him and he's much shorter than you'd expect. I think most actors are.
Oh,
short.
he is. He's yeah.
See, I thought Ron Perlman would be like 6'2", but
He'll be like 5'7", 5'8".
yeah, a lot of
Alright.
actors are. Apparently, a lot of actors. I've not met like very few actors, but apparently, you know, camera makes them look taller than what they are a lot of the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Kane Hodder's a lot shorter than I thought he would be.
Yeah.
I was like, you're not that big.
I think a lot of it's to do with when the film and you know when you've got like a female lead with a male lead, and
Yeah.
it doesn't really work if there's a massive, you know. So
Yeah.
Now Ken Foree is stupid fucking tall.
yeah,
Yeah.
He's one that's really tall. Tyler Maine's impossibly fucking tall. But these are all people who are just known for being tall.
they're just
Probably a bad
basically
example.
playing certain roles. Yeah. A lot of people shrink. I mean, I think Arnie now is about like 5'10", 5'11", when he
Yeah.
probably like 6'2" in his prime, but it's like
Pitt is like
Jesus Christ.
Whoa, what was that?
what was that?
What have you done?
Your mic got really, really, really loud.
Did it? Is it normal now?
No, it is now, yeah.
Is it okay now?
No.
Is it too loud?
Yeah.
It's really loud. That was jarring.
I've got blood coming out my nose.
Ruptured a drum on that one.
Talk.
what about now?
You
Hey,
fine?
yeah, you're good now.
Okay. Sorry
That
about
was
that.
jarring. That was
I don't know
jarring.
what that was.
I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that. I'll just
What's
play
what
it
else?
back. Dan sent the link. Was that link for?
Oh boy.
I'll pass it. He's a gigantor.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all saw Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Right, I think I'm gonna have to wrap things up now, guys, because it is 2:55 in the
It
morning.
is indeed.
8:35
Oh, sorry for you. So you're not on Eastern Standard then? Wait, are you in
Central.
Central? Right. I'm not used to Central. I'm not only used to Eastern Standard. I'm used to that
So what-
5-hour time difference.
So where were you, mate, anyway?
Kentucky. Like
All right, okay.
Western Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
99% of like YouTubers who are like horror related, they're from Kentucky. Nearly all of them.
We are. Me and Chris are like right there
Yeah.
beside. I did not know Chris until YouTube, and we live pretty much in the same
Yeah.
town.
How far is Piz from you?
It's like 3 hours from me.
Is he?
Yeah. 3, 4.
Dan, is that Dan's in Georgia, right?
Yeah. It's about 5-6 hours to
Yeah,
to
that's-
Dan. We're all getting, well, never mind. I'll say something later. Kentucky strong, balls. That's right.
And Lorne's in good old New Jersey. No, Jersey.
New Jersey.
Jersey.
Tony Soprano.
It's all Soprano.
Like Mike. Yeah, Mike moved to Kentucky. We have great fried chicken. Didn't you hear?
I love fried chicken.
Yeah.
And basketball. No soccer though.
No.
You guys
Oh,
sorely missed
fuck
it.
yeah, fuck that.
right.
It's called football, by the way.
I was about to say, or football.
Civilization. I think is Lorne trying to suggest that civilization is in New Jersey, but it's not in Kentucky.
Is they got a whole lot of that civilization up there, buddy. A whole bunch of it. A little too much.
Love it.
Anyway, I'll have to wrap things up now. We've had a good
It's been
chat.
fantastic.
It's been 3 hours. John, thanks for jumping on, man.
Yeah,
Always
it's
a
fun.
pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
John, absolute pleasure speaking to you again, buddy.
Yeah, you too, man.
Everybody in the chat, thank you for jumping on. Dave, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, bud. You're welcome.
I would say plug what you got there coming up next day, but I haven't got time. So no, I'm joking. What have you got coming up, man?
Oh, fuck it. I've got the Evil Dead movie reviews coming in January. Trilogy, the new one. So all that shit. So there you go.
Okay, thank you, man. Anyway,
right.
thank you, everyone. I will see you later. Good night.
Love you, man. Take care.
Good night.
And now it just leaves us two.
It's just us.
It's just us. He's never figured this one out, mate. He never figures out where you could just. It's like you can actually turn it off and you can still stay. It's fine.
Wait, no, it's still live, bro.
Wait, are we?
We're
Oh
live.
yeah, we're still live.
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh, what should we talk about?
I don't know, but we have the floor, don't we?
He's still got it live.
Mike did not realize that he left us live.
I'll tell you what. I'll send him a message.
Hey, Mike. Did
I'll
you
say,
know?
mate, we're still live here, mate.
Yep, just because you leave the room doesn't mean you're still not live.
Wait, hang on. We are still
Talk
live.
about pony porn. It will ruin the show if Mike ever figures out how to end the show.
Wait, we are still live. We're still here.
It's still
This is
live.
fucking awesome. Right. I have messaged him, by the way. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure we could take this out ourselves, but fuck it. This is too funny.
Actually, unless you have controls, we can't go unlive without Mike. We could
Okay.
leave, but it would just
Well,
be this.
And it would just stay on for like
It
it would just keep
forever,
going.
with this one comment from Lauren at the
Oh.
bottom that stays up in perpetuity.
Because I can't control shit. Hang on, wait there. Let's see. Oh no.
I'm in the show. That's all I can do.
Oh, can you?
No, I can't do anything.
No, I can't do shit as well. So I can't bring any comments up. I can't do anything. He took this off and left us live. This is fucking ace.
Just stay on all night, says Gary North.
Well,
Dave's about halfway there.
oh, it's 20 to 3 in the morning for me.
It's barely
And
night.
I'm fucking drunk enough as it is. I thought this was like a perfect end. You know? I'm fucking
Someone
pissed,
will,
man. Pissed. He's gonna look back on this and shit himself. It's gonna be so funny. Oh,
Play the uncut version of Caligula. I don't have it on me, Dan. Put it on the drive. How many people do we still have watching here?
we'll probably get more.
We still have 9 people watching. Like
We
it's
still
not,
have 9 people
we didn't
watching.
kill it. Yeah,
Well, hey,
we'd like to welcome
thanks for
y'all
still
to
watching.
Accidental
Seriously.
After Show.
Mike, yes, yeah, the After Dark show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you want to talk about?
Well, let's see here. Chat, what are we talking about here?
What are we talking? Yeah, get the chat up.
We've already went over all the differences between Britain and America. So
we have
we
Britain's
figured
better.
that out.
We
figured
decided
that
that Brits are better.
There's about 13 colonies that disagreed with that, brother.
Fuck
Back
'em.
in
I don't care.
1776.
I don't give a shit.
I did
England.
look, after the last time we hung out, I did have to look up the bean
Yeah.
thing. I had to look up why the fuck y'all eat beans at breakfast.
Oh yes, I remember this. Oh,
Yeah, I
because
had-
they're fucking delicious, man. That's why.
It's odd, man. It's odd.
Well, you stick them on a bit of toast.
Yeah, see, it's weird.
No, a bit of toast, cheese, beans. No,
Toast cheese? No, it's just so beans and toast just don't go together.
if they fucking. Oh, of course they do. It's a national
Dude, like,
dish, mate.
I never ordered any, but like I saw y'all just have fucking breakfast beans. Like it's a normal thing.
Yeah, on a full English breakfast. It's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
amazing, man.
But what, is,
So
it
you
like,
get-
is there like a barbecue flavor to it? Like what is it?
No, it's just beans, mate. So you get like your sausage,
Mhm.
bacon, fried egg. If you want a fried egg, you can have scrambled if you want.
Yeah.
We're quite, you know. So you have your fried egg, beans, hash browns, toast, fucking cooked tomatoes, and it's just all over a plate, mate.
Dan, I
Deli-
told him
It's
about
the
that
greatest
last
thing
time.
ever.
Dan says American biscuits and gravy would catch on in the UK. think we talked about this last time. Just need to...
I think it would do because I actually quite like the sound of it. Look,
Yeah.
listen, when it comes to the UK, when it comes to food, don't worry about it, man. We will fucking eat anything. Like you just you turn around to us and say, "This is fucking gorgeous. Eat it. We will
Well,
eat it."
That's just because it happened here first. You guys are just getting it now. Like they
Exactly.
did that to us first. They're like, just here, there's the fucking fast food version of everything now.
Yeah,
You get a taco in fucking 2 minutes.
exactly.
Fucking except you guys get like dope ass shit like fish and chips that we don't get.
Yeah.
We-
Oh,
we
you
just have-
you like a bit of fish and chips.
I do. We just have like Long John Silver's here, man.
We have.
That's all we
well,
get.
I'll tell you what, man. Love a fish and chips with a mushy peas.
Yeah, you
of
told me about
fish.
these mushy peas, man.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
fucking get that either.
Oh, it's good.
Dude.
It's fantastic.
Now I could do some malt vinegar, right? Like that's fine.
Oh yeah.
Malt vinegar's good with fries, not chips. Fries.
Oh well, it's the same. It's the same shit over here, mate. We don't do chips fry. It's all the fucking same shit.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what, if you ever come over here, mate,
Crisps.
I will treat you to a national dish, and I'll be like, right, here you go, mate.
Crisps.
Let's see what you think. Let's see what you think about that.
Yes, and we have the things here. They have got decent American food we don't even have.
No. I think American food is better. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think we.
And
really
I'm gonna
have
piss
food.
off every English fan. In the
I don't think
fucking-
we have food. Like it's just amalgamation of everything, right?
Well, that's it's not.
That's what makes it. Like I guess
That's
like
what
a,
it
a hamburger and pizza really are American dishes now. Like,
yeah.
Forget what they were at one point. It's a different thing now.
Yeah.
It's hard to find good Mexican food in the UK. I bet it is.
Yeah. Well, it is where I am. I'm not technically in the UK. I'm on the Isle of Man, so it's a bit. Well, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Isn't that where Manx cats come from?
Yes, that's it. Yes, correct. Well done, man.
I have a Manx cat. That's why I know
Here
that.
with no tail. Oh, you
No tail. I thought he was just fucked up, man. I didn't know it was like a whole breed
That's
of
an
him.
actual thing. Yeah.
I thought he was just fucked up.
Hey, oh, who's this?